Here we go. Here we go.
Holy smokes. Okay. Hey now, kids, how's everybody doing, man? I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope you're feeling good and looking good and ready to rock and roll. Pardon me, right into the gate. Excuse me, man. I'm still coughing the weekend out of my system.
Paulie, can I slap that cough out of you?
Please do. I need it.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. I'm going to slap that. One more time.
Yeah. And like Henderson said, like he said so beautifully after the first slap, that ain't good enough. That ain't good. Give me another one, Tony, because that ain't good enough. Come on. Ah! Hey, Roadcaster's starting to cramp our buzz, man. They're starting to bring me down with these delayed. Did you write your angry letter yet? Did you fire off that angry letter?
I've drafted something. Yes, I might need your approval first, and Dom's.
How about you take the words of our great leader? You have a concept of a letter. Tony has a concept of a draft. Yeah. Well, fire off that letter because this is unacceptable. I mean, I need slaps. I can't wait around all day, Tony. Come on.
Well, also, Paulie.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
You know what? If Jerry Garcia was still here walking the streets and playing guitar, which I freaking, oh man, how much better of a world would this be if Jerry was still out there? But if Jerry was still walking the streets, I would walk right up to him and I'd be like, hey, Jerry, how do I get to this uncluttered life thing you keep talking about? Because I'm pretty far away from that. I got clutter. I got piles of clutter. Tony, when I come to do this show, I'm stepping over piles of clutter just to get to the mic. How about you? How's your clutter ratio going?
It's a mile high. It's like in the fall when you're raking the leaves, you got a huge ass pile of leaves. That's like my clutter. That's like my clutter.
I understand. And are you gonna blow those into the woods? You're gonna rake them onto a tarp and then take them to the dump. How do you dispose of your discarded leaves? Tony, go ahead.
Right into the compost bin, buddy. And then I get Dom and I throw Dom on top of the pile and just stomp the leaves down. Get in the bin and stomp, dude. Just stomp them down. So,
hey, Tony, real quick, I want to let you know and all of our friends in the PNP community, whether it's James Lazat, whether it's, hey, John Joseph, welcome back to the party, brother. Great to see you. Stinking Badges comes in and he goes, guys, I'm all clutter all the time. I'm all clutter all the time. Badges, I feel you. A lot of us are. Rags has got a lot of clutter. All of us do. Who we kidding? Humdinger, Gravy, Dommy, Rags, all you guys. Great to see everybody lining up today. Hey, Corinne, how are you? Okay, Tony, really, really busy weekend. A lot to get into, and we're going to do everything we can today. We got to do our hot and sour review. We got to do our studs and duds. We've got a Tony's Top 3. I've got the brand new favorite fun game of everybody in the PNP audience, right or wrong. We might debut that today. That, of course, the Giants made a move. Hey, hallelujah. The Giants made a move, and it's a good one. We'll get to that. Warriors in Minnesota, they're doing the back-to-back. They'll do it again today. They played yesterday. They won. Obviously, very strained circumstances in Minnesota. They had to postpone that game. They played yesterday. They're going to go again today. And then, Tony, of course, the Super Bowl. They're all coming to Levi's, buddy. Pack your bags and point your card towards the Vi. And by the way, when people say to me, because I got friends in Boston and stuff, and they'd be like, hey, dude, Paulie, when I come out to Levi's, how do I know how to get down there? Because I know it's not in the city. You know what I'm telling them, Tony? Just keep an eye out for the substation. When you see the substation, take a left on Tasman, that kind of thing. Anyway, so now this substation is going to be like under the microscope of the entire NFL. Come on out and see our substation, Tony.
Well, I think it was Fareed, Robot Centaur, and the Robot Centaur Sports Desk just sent something via text about it's a Twitter post of saying that the Niners are going to turn up the EMFs at the substation while the Seahawks are there working out before the Super Bowl. Maybe this test the substation theory on the Seahawks while they're there, man.
Hey, Tony, more back and forth from our beautiful audience. Dub City and Dub City, let me address you directly right now. Let me address you. This is just between you and me. He's coming in right out of the gate. Dub City going, where's Tony's Seahawks gear? You know what's so funny you say that? You know what's so funny you say that? I was just yelling at Tony about 5 minutes ago, yelling at him. Really, it was getting heated. By the way, Noemi says I'm blurry. Should I abandon ship and come back? All right, I'll be back, y'all.
Yeah, come right back.
Tony, slap me off the show. Slap me off, and I'll be back.
You didn't hear it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, guys. Paulie and I definitely got into it in the pre-show chat because, oh, and by the way, we got to do the numerical breakdown, episode 249. But we got into it because I said there's no chance, just the same way I couldn't root for the Rams, I cannot root for the Patriots. I just can't. So I'd rather root for the NFC. I'd rather root for the NFC West. I'd rather root for Sam Darnold. So, yeah, if you got a problem, I'll solve it. The problem might be that the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. That's my problem. My problem is the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So I can't.
Yeah, no, dude, that's you got more. You got a lot of problems. Let me tell you that right now.
I can't.
By the way,
it.
you don't have to do anything. You go nuts. Let me ask you this: am I clear or am I blurry?
A little blurry still. A little
Slap
blurry
me off
still.
again. Slap my ass out of here. I'll do it all day if I have to. Get me out of here.
Tony, you got yourself some discount Brian Bosworth gear. Nice. I just can't do it. And I like the city of Seattle. I have cousins that live in Seattle. I've one of my son's good friends, their mother grew up in Seattle, so they're Seahawks fans. So, and I don't view the Seahawks the same way I view the Cowboys or the Rams or even the Packers. I don't know what it is. I've always had a respect for Pete Carroll. I've always liked Mike Holmgren. I like this guy, Mike McDonald, the coach of the Seahawks now. And Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold showed up yesterday. 346 yards passing, 3 TDs. Come on. That was a great performance by Sam Darnold. And I was super happy for him. And McVay, I got to tip my cap to both. I mean, that was a battle, an incredible football game to watch. Incredible football game to watch. And yes, Robot Centaur, McDonald knows how to coach. He's a damn good coach. But so is McVay. McVay coached his ass off as well. But we're going to get to studs and duds later. Maybe a little tease of studs and duds, by the way. So a little bit better. I think it'll improve as you go, Paulie, as you settle in. It'll improve as you settle in.
You got to get Tony with the arm gestures. I enjoyed that.
And if it doesn't improve, then I'll let you know. But like we can, we can keep moving on.
I think it's going to get better, dude. I like that. I think it's going to get better as the time goes.
This is me trying to recruit people onto this Seahawks bandwagon. I already got Noemi on board with me. So
you know what you reminded me of, dude? Back in the '80s, Tony, when the Dead used to play, the Grateful Dead used to play the wheel. The wheel is turning, you can't slow down. Yeah. Bobby actually used to do that sometimes during the. I swear to God, he would do like this. He would do like this wheel thing. He would be like, "Wheel is turning," like this. He would like be turning wheels, dude, like while he's singing. I think Bonnie, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen Bobby do the wheel. I used to see him do the wheel.
You mentioned Bobby. Hang on.
Saturday night. One more Saturday night.
Hey, yeah. By the way, Tony, pick up the phone and call your friend Jake Jolly. He's the guy who programs all the music on the Fox network, and the guy knocks it out of the park all the time. He's really cool. He's just like Tony and me in terms of our musical taste and kind of reference points. And we've had him on. Tony and I talked to Jake Jolly a few times over the years on our old podcast. Tony knows him. He's Tony's guy, but he did a great job in the postseason. Did you hear what he dropped yesterday out of nowhere? I was like, I don't know if there's
throwing stones.
He did throwing stones for sure, and that was nice. That's Jake has always got one kind of foot in the Grateful Dead thing. He plays Althea a lot. No, but Tony, he played. I don't know what the reason for this was, but I loved it. Out of nowhere, here they come. First half, Men Without Hats, safety dance. He dropped.
I heard that.
Yes.
And supposedly I looked it up during the game, but there's a tie-in with the Seahawks and the safety dance. There is.
This is why I'm asking. This is the kind of information I need from you. Go ahead. Tell me more.
I forget the exact time, but I looked up during the game because the guys I was watching the game with, shout out Kevin Farrell, shout out Captain Leisure, shout out Matt Diamond. The guys I was watching the game. Oh, Cron Chris. I was watching the game with Cron Chris. Dude, he's a big fan of our show. He loves what we're doing, and we're going to have a meeting with him very soon, Paulie. But we all were like,
he's a big fan of our show, and he loves what we're doing. You just threw that out there. He's a big fan of the show.
Kind of one of our bosses. He's kind of one of our bosses. He's
totally one of our bosses. He's our boss. I just like what you said. He's a fan of the show. He loves what we're doing. Like, I hope so. I hope he loves what we're doing. He hired us. He's
great. He's great. Yeah. He sends his best, Paul. He sends his best.
No, I love Chris. But Tony, let's stay on this Men Without Hats thing. I'm fascinated.
I have to look it up again, but I was like, we were all just like, why are they playing Men Without Hats? for the Seahawks and Rams game, and then I looked it up, and there was some rally cry or something about men without hats in the Seahawks, and I don't know men without hats. I was looking it up last night. I have to follow it up again, Paulie, but there is a connection. There is a connection. So.
I'm so happy to hear that. That's really good because that helps me out a lot. I'm a big Men Without Hats fan. I really am. I'm a safety dance head. By the way, I love Humdinger 87 just dropping a 2-word comment. Cron Chris. That's all. That's her whole comment. Cron Chris, 100%. Humdinger, Cron Chris. You'll meet him. He's a force of nature, dude. He's a bulldog, this guy. But a lot of good energy and a lot of passion. And the fact that he digs what we're doing makes me dig him. How can I not dig him if he digs what we're doing? Aaron Cass, good to see you, Dub City. Now, Tony, the pushback has already started.
Well, hold on, Paulie, real quick. Brandon Peely, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Brandon Peely had a safety for the Seahawks at some point, and they played the safety dance. I don't know, and I guess that became like a song to rally around for them. So
I'll back that 10 times out of 10. I got 100.
Good.
Hold on. That's John Joseph. And he says, we hear all our fans of your show and love what you were doing. Oh, I got you. Just not Cron Chris. Thank you, John. Bro,
I want to put John. Look at the image. Look at the profile pic of a John Joseph, by the way. It's just amazing. In the old Niners hat. It's incredible. Paulie, so go back. You were saying that I'm about to get beat up. I'm going to get beat. Hey, by the way, are you ready for?
I didn't say you were going to get beat up. I just said the pushback has started. And yes. I expected this. No, and let me tell you what. Before we start going to supers to handle some business, I saw Escobar coming out with a very similar, and you're going to see it in a second because it was a super. It went flying by a few minutes ago. But Escobar, no, I feel the same way, dude. And Tony and I, we had a little fight before the show today, and I was yelling at him, and he's like, well, why are you so upset? And I'm like, I don't even want to get into this with you. Like, I can't, I don't even want to have to, if I have to explain to you why rooting for the Seahawks is an incredibly objectionable. That would be like Rags rooting for the New York Giants in a Super Bowl. It would just never this is a division rival, a hated division rival. This is a team that we've lost an NFC championship to. This is a team that just blew us off the field a week ago. And Tony's got his little 12s hanky out and he's waving it around. And I'm going to see Rags F that. That's how I feel, Rags. Tony doesn't have the hatred like we do.
I don't hate the Seahawks the way I hate the Cowboys or the way I hate the Packers or the way that I hate the Rams. I can't believe that you rooted for the Rams over the week. I can't believe I can't believe Niner fans rooted for the Rams over the weekend. I feel the Rams are much more of a villain over the decades than the Seahawks are.
You go nuts. No, you go nuts with that. You enjoy your.
Ron doesn't say it's Seahawks week. He always says it's Rams week, dude.
Pine Needle. Me and you, buddy. Me and you. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yeah. I'm with you 100%. Tony doesn't know.
You want to hear the Brady just babble for 2 weeks. Oh, Tom Brady. Oh, the Patriots. Oh, Robert. You want to see Robert Kraft hoisting the Lombardi again, dude?
Dude, I saw Robert Kraft. I saw Robert Kraft in the locker room last night. First of all, he's old as piss. I can't like he's really showing his age right now. Dude, Vrabel was giving this. Did you see the footage? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys missed this, we should probably try to find this. So Vrabel's giving this great speech. He's like, you guys bought into what we were trying to do here on day one, the typical coach, like congratulations thing. And then all of a sudden he's like, he goes like this, he gives this great speech and Vrabel goes, all right, guys, come on in, bring it in. And all of a sudden, dude, Robert Kraft walks right in the middle of the room and goes, hold on a second, hold on. And he's like, he totally interrupted his head coach. And then he complimented him and praised him. But it was kind of a blue balls moment for Vrabel because he had the team eating out of the palm of his hand. They were about to bring it in and do like a group prayer. And then Kraft stepped in like this little old, like lawn ornament. Like he's like 3 feet tall now. He's like, yeah, I just want to give you the game ball, coach. It was just kind of weird timing. He kind of made it about himself, I thought, instead of about Vrabel. I would have let Vrabel have his moment with his team. That's just me. Maybe, Tony, get a laugh track ready. Maybe Bob Kraft was in a rush because he was on his way down to Kansas City for a quick rub down before the Super Bowl. Yeah. Let's be honest. Let's not forget Bob Kraft enjoys a nice rub down before a Super Bowl. So now, Tony, if Bob Kraft's people called you and they're like, oh, Creative Tony, we hear you're a Peninsula guy. We need your help because Bobby Kraft is coming to town, needs a rub down. Where are you going to send him?
I would send him to.
You need to send him to like one of those really dirty like strip clubs, like on Broadway, like Adam and Eve or something. Like one of those really like, you know what I mean? Is that one Adam and Eve and the Condor and all that stuff?
There used to be one in Redwood City called the Hanky Panky. I swear to God.
Where was it?
In Redwood City on El Camino in Redwood City.
Redwood City, you know who I bet you used to hang out down there, T? I bet you Lee Hammer was a regular. You know what I mean? With a wad of singles. Yeah, that's right. Here, make it rain. You know what I mean? You got a Hammer in there making it rain. Yeah.
Dude, and just you want to talk about like the weirdest thing ever. The people who moved into the building next to the Hanky Panky years down the road was Planned Parenthood, dude. So you had Planned Parenthood and then the Hanky Panky.
How could you have one without the other? I guess one and they kind of go hand in hand. Okay, Tony, do you want to do some supers and then we can take care of some of our own business with our sponsors?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Here we go.
Give me the jam. Give me the extended jam. Yeah.
You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
All right, we got Escobar Cheeks the third. He says rooting for the Seahawks is like rooting for the Padres in baseball. Not going to happen. Hashtag F the Seahawks. Hashtag no shaman. Hashtag no butt stuff. Hashtag free the thumb drive. Love it.
Yes.
Love it, Escobar. I still want to show him on Cron 4. Maybe we do it during the night fight this week. Because it's great. It's great. It's Escobar, just the smooth delivery of
not surprised. I see something in Escobar too. I do. I see something in this guy. I've been fascinated with him since day one. He's just got a big personality. He's got a great vibe. Yes, because Tony, I haven't seen Escobar's work on Cron yet. So I definitely want to see that. And while you're talking about this week, let's just set it up a little bit. We are going to be very happy to introduce our newest sponsor and partner on Wednesday night. We're going to have Dan from NorCal Sports join us and talk about his business and the service he provides, because it's a valuable one, life insurance, stuff like that. So we're going to meet Dan on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I just had a nice back and forth with this guy this morning, our great friend from the San Francisco Chronicle, legendary Bay Area sports writer, Scott Osler. He'll join us on Thursday. Talk Warriors, talk Super Bowl, all that stuff. And then tomorrow it's a kind of 50-50, but we might have a guest tomorrow, Tony. I think you're working on.
I'm going to reach out to my Uncle Paul Tonelli and see what his schedule, what he's got going. The guy just
a schedule. He ain't doing it. He's just hanging out watching ESPN. By the way, it's a Tonelli Tuesday.
What's that?
It's a Tonelli Tuesday.
That's what I told him, but he's involved in a lot of committees and he's on these different boards and he's just very busy. And so like pinning him down is tough, but I told him, I said, we got to get a Tonelli Tuesday after the championship Sunday. So he's expecting my call. I'll try and work that out. And then we have, the another good Paisan on Wednesday night. Dan, Coach Emilio is coming on.
I love that name, Coach Emilio. And Tony, you haven't responded to the accusations and threats of a Escobar the third, Cheeks the third. I'll let you respond to the super now, Tony. Go. The floor is yours.
I'll say it all for the next 2 weeks.
Please don't.
I don't want to see Robert Kraft. I don't want to see Robert Kraft hoisting a 7th Super Bowl trophy. I don't want to see Brady this and Brady that. The whole 2 weeks is going to be it's going to be a Brady fest and recapping all the 6 Super Bowl wins. And it's going to be, and then I like Holmgren. I like Carroll. I like Mike McDonald, Sam Darnold. Dude, Darnold was a Niner and he directly quoted saying the Niners season, the one season with the Niners.
I know.
Basically got his career back on track, dude. So,
I know.
And McDonald coached with Harbaugh. So there's a link to Harbaugh with the Niners. Like we're
going back to Harbaugh. Do we have any Tony?
I got no connections to nothing in Boston. I don't want to see them win another one. I'm sick of it. I don't need it. I can't.
The only two things
so willing to just jump on the Patriots bandwagon. Enough, dude. No.
See, you're making
the East Coast thing. I'm going West Coast. I'm going NFC. I'm going NFC West. I'm going former 49ers Sam Darnold. That's it. And I'll say it 2 weeks. I'll say it.
I hope you don't. I hope you don't. I'm already exhausted from that little outburst right there. I can't take this for 2 weeks. You pick your spots, Tony, for 2 weeks. Please pick your spots.
What's going to light or big a fire under the 49ers? The Seahawks winning the Super Bowl or the Patriots winning the Super Bowl?
Well, you're now see mixed in with Tony's like kind of delusional view of things. He does have some points that are good, and I'm going to get to those. The rest of the weird stuff I got no time for. But let me tell you this, Tony, you're correct about 2 points that you made in your your soliloquy, I'll call
diatribe.
it. Yeah, your diatribe, your Seattle Seahawk, your pledge of undying love to Seahawk Nation. That whole speech about how you and the Seahawks kind of roam the countryside together as one. Fly, Seahawks, fly. Tony, fly, Seahawks, fly. You know what I mean? Get a 12 banner. You can hang it right on the wooden wall behind you. But I was going to say, Tony did make 2 good points. One, I don't really want to see Bob Kraft win the Super Bowl either. Don't get that, Tony, as they say on the streets, don't get it twisted, okay?
Well, here's the
don't get it
choice.
twisted.
You're at a crossroads right now. There's a fork in the road, Paulie.
No, fork, there is no fork. I'm not going down to Seattle. Time out, Tony. I believe you were afforded an opportunity to speak your piece. I'd like the same if possible. This is the United States.
Allow me to retort.
Yeah, totally. I believe I'm afforded to speak in my own defense, sir, if I may. So you're right about Kraft. And, dude, you're totally right about this Brady thing. Why do I have to be I'm dead serious about this. Why do I have to be force-fed Belichick, Brady propaganda when neither of them have a damn thing to do with what's going on in New England right now? I totally agree with you. It's objectionable. And I think it's disrespectful to the current players and coaches they have now. This has nothing to do with Tom Brady. Nothing. And all day long, like I saw one of the talking points this morning, CBS Sports. Oh, this the beginning of Belichick Brady 2.0? I'm like, no, because neither of them are involved.
Dude, puke on all of it. I'm done.
That would be to me.
Patriots fatigue, Brady fatigue, all of it, dude. No.
You've already spoken. No. You've already spoken. May I speak? May I speak, sir? May I speak, sir?
Yeah.
So, see, now you just distracted me, and I'm all messed up. By the way, am I still blurry? Because I can slap me off again.
Yes, you are. I don't know what's going on, but yes, you are.
Get me out of here. Slap me out of here. I can't take this. Get me out.
Hang on, let me get it.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys. I love it. That sound effect gets me every time, too, the slapping sound effect. Actually, I don't want to apologize because I'm going to stand by this, but I don't hate Seattle the way I hate the Cowboys. It's just, and I don't hate the Seattle the way I hate the Packers or the Rams. And I like McDonald. I think McDonald's a good coach. I said it before. Let's see how Paulie looks. He's back. Let's see.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little.
What am I going to do? I don't know what to do. I
know.
paid for this upgrade. I had freaking Xfinity in here, laying down cable and stuff. I don't know what else I can do, but we'll make it. I will make it. We'll improve it somehow. Sorry, I don't know what to do, Tony. If it's really bad, though, tell me, and I'll leave and come back.
I will for sure. But I got to throw the Nutter some love. Pacifica's finest, the Nutter. He says.
Yeah. Oh, is he Pacifica? I didn't know he was Pacifica boy.
Yeah, he's the one that has the Sharp Park in his profile picture.
Right, that's right. My bad. Yeah, Pacifica strong, man. Hashtag Pacifica strong. Yeah.
And shout out the Sharp Park Tap Room
and
open recently.
And Tony, hashtag bring back Sea Bowl. Go ahead.
Yes, bring back Sea Bowl all damn day. But he says Sam Darnold would be the only reason I could handle the Seahawks winning. Dude, that's exactly where I'm at. And I also, my last point is
he's still going. This guy's still going. You've been talking.
The Seahawks win in Levi's Stadium. It's going to piss everybody off in the 49ers franchise. And maybe they'll go all in next season while the window is still open for certain players. And we're going to see a damn good team next year. And then they take it to Seattle. They dethrone Seattle next year.
Everything you're saying is
Seattle's going to win the Super Bowl, by the way.
Tony, again, as I go back in time and I revive some of my favorite quotes from the streets in bygone eras, your take right there, Tony, it's whack. Okay. That take is whack. It's just whack. And I'm going to tell you, listen to this. Where's the joy? Where's the satisfaction? I'm addressing all 49er fans right now. Tony, you're not part of this. I know you're a Seahawks guy, but everybody else.
Nice.
Let me ask you Niner fans this. Where is the joy in looking at Levi Stadium in 2 weeks filled with 12s, waving their little hankies around and beating their chests in our own field, and perhaps walking out of there with a Lombardi trophy? It brings me no joy. It angers me. It makes my blood pressure skyrocket. And there's no way in H.
You have nothing. You have no thought about how, like, NFC West, like the best division of football, and if the best division of football has the Super Bowl champion in it, that does nothing for you at all. Like, nothing.
No, it doesn't. It makes me
feel
rather
the Patriots have their 7th Super Bowl win, and Robert Kraft, fresh off of a mall visit, hoisting the Lombardi trophy.
What do you mean a mall visit? What's a mall visit?
He went to a strip mall and got the rub and tug when he did the strip mall.
Okay. You lost me. I forgot it was in a strip mall. That's even better. Dude, he can't afford a better massage parlor. He's got to go to a strip mall. Like, what's going on with this guy? Hey, bro, you're a billionaire, dude. Pick a private spot. Better yet, fly one in, dude. Fly in a private massage therapist. You don't need to go to a strip mall, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I'm trying to teach Bobby Kraft about the subtleties of handling yourself as an adult. Anyway, Tony, you've said enough. You've said more. You've said more than enough. Yeah, you made your point. You did. You made your point.
Can we just give love to the
Can't control
performance?
this guy. Are you watching this, you guys? I cannot control him.
Can we give love? There's no love. There's no love for the performance of Sam Darnold yesterday.
I like
No
Sam
love?
Darnold. I like Sam Darnold.
Not
I do.
enough.
I like-
Not enough. You like Robert Kraft more, apparently.
It's really, to be totally honest, it's not about the Patriots. I would be rooting for Denver if they were there too. It's about the fact that I cannot root for this. And I agree with you. I don't want to see Kraft win another Super Bowl. I have no feeling for this Patriot. The only thing about this Pats team I like is their coach. I do like Vrabel a lot, and I think he's done an amazing job. I got no problem with Vrabel. In fact, if you look at how Tennessee treated him, they kicked him out of town. He goes to New England, bam, they're in the Super Bowl, first season. I mean, way to go, Titans. In any case, Tony, let's continue to move around because we got a lot of stuff to get to. So, do you want to do supers and then a stellar? Because I want to give Tommy some love. Okay.
And by the way, dude, Matt Stenson on the chat, he says, Tony, enough, enough is what he said. Just a good shout out to the band. Enough.
Yeah, enough's enough. Come on, I'm with you guys on this too.
All right, here we go. So the Escobar was the first super. Thank you, Escobar. Los D, our man Carlos de la Fuente, and Flex Funding. Los and I were texting over the weekend. He just says, I just want my bets to hit. Sincerely, Money Guy. I couldn't agree with that more, dude. There's some good prop bets coming up too. Yeah. But right now, the Seahawks are favored by 4.5 points, which I think is a good bet.
Tony, sorry, man. I also want to shout out Los D because at one point when I came back the third or fourth time after you slapped me off the show, and that might keep going. We might hit double digits today. We might get to a baker's dozen of slap-offs. But I saw when you were slapping me off the show, I looked over and Los D just had a quick comment. He goes, wipe the lens. You know what I mean? Sweep the leg, wipe the lens. Okay, Tony, wipe the lens on, wipe the lens off. Okay,
here we go. Here comes Escobar. Escobar's coming at me strong today. He says,
Escobar, get him, Escobar, get him. I tried. He's not listening. He won't listen to rhyme or reason. He's in his own world. He's in his own Seahawk world in the fish market and all that crap. You're gonna be chucking salmon around with these guys.
I want 2 weeks of like, man, the wicked here, wicked there, dad. No, I don't.
I want more of that from you. Give me more of that wicked here. Give me that. That was good. That was pretty good. Give me more.
I don't want any of it, man.
Wicked pisser.
Wicked pisser. Yeah, dude. You know what? Double guns to your wicked pisser. You know, I got no time. I got no time. So let me get this straight. You'd rather have your division rival hold over you that they've won 2 Super Bowls? Yes. It would piss the Niners off. It would be, it would say, all right, you know what? Let's go. We've got unfinished business. We got work to do. It would piss them off.
They weren't going to be
the Patriots winning does nothing for the Niners. It doesn't do anything for the psyche of the Niners.
What does the Seahawks winning do for them?
Yes, it pisses them off, dude. It pisses them off. It fires them up. It says,
you guys got to help me today. You got to help me. Escobar, maybe you step in and do the rest of the show. I might slap myself off the show if this continues. I don't know. I mean, this is getting abusive.
I'll slap myself. Hang on, I'll slap myself. There we go.
That ain't good enough, Joe. Hey, listen, Tony, you're delusional. You've lost the plot. You really have. You've lost the plot. It's time to get you into like a assisted living space, I think, with professionals working on you round the clock, feeding them, you know what I mean? Changing his diapers, all that stuff. Because you're approaching that point of like being completely lost in the civilized world. Like you're lost at sea, brother. Shout out Lost Sailor by Bob Weir. That's Tony. He's been too long at sea. He's been too long at sea.
Now you're tugging on the heartstrings, Paulie, because you know how much I love that song.
I do too. I'm a huge Lost. And by the way, not only do I love the song Lost Sailor, Tony, you and me, we are lost sailors, and we have been too long at sea, way too long at sea.
I'm never coming back. I mean, I'm far too gone.
Well, how about when he says that? He goes, "You're a lost sailor. You've been too long at sea. Now the shoreline beckons, but there's a price for being free." And that's us. We're free, but we're out there. We're lost. Okay. Are we still going?
More supers. Yes. Okay. I see. Look at Noemi. Noemi. Big air hug. Just give me my support to Tony. He's speaking truth. Honestly, I'm cheering for the electrical substation.
Me too. Hey, you know what, Noemi? Maybe we can have the substation. Tony, I'll take the substation +5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Why don't we? If anything good comes from this, maybe we can snap. I shouldn't be talking like this. I shouldn't wish injury. It's a riff. Just know it's a comedy riff. How about that substation blow out a couple of Seahawk Achilles tendons? I mean, instead of our own guys, why don't we take out some of their guys for a change? You know what I mean?
You know, here's the thing about the substation. I was talking to this with some
the
buddies.
Substation, the freaking substation, dude. Tony, the fact that this is now like something that's in the press every day, we're talking about the substate. It's time to leave Levi's. I'm sorry, you guys. I was a good sport about this for 10 years or more, whatever it's been, 12 years. I was. I'm like, what are you going to do? They're down there. We got to all accept it. Now it's time. It's time to go. The football gods are speaking loud and clear. They don't want us down there. We're 0-2 in substation Super Bowls. It's time to come back to San Francisco. I'm saying it. It's time.
Time has come today, Paulie.
Time. Yes.
But Noemi, the great super. Thank you for the support, by the way. Everybody, thanks for the supers. We got a few more, Paulie. But I want to say, we were talking about the substation, and we're like, here's the thing that everybody needs to we don't know if it's bad. But what I do know,
no, it's bad, Tony. It can't, like I saw Dan say that.
Good. No, but it can't be good.
It's definitely not good. I'm
confirming there's a substation right there.
No, there's no good thing for the human body to be exposed to that kind of voltage. It's just not good.
Right.
No.
So that's what we all agreed on. We don't know how it's bad, but it just can't be good. Like, it's kind of like when you microwave something, do you stand right next to the microwave and like stare into the window?
Bro, I'm terrified of the microwave. I don't go anywhere near that damn thing. I don't even want it in the house. Like, this house had a microwave was like built into. I'm dead serious about this. It was like built into the wall. Mm-hmm. It's probably from like the 1980s. It's super old, and I never, ever, ever, ever use it. Same idea. You're telling me you got nuclear radiation heating a bowl of soup, and that's good for you? I'll take the extra 2 minutes on the stovetop. Thanks. I'm good.
Dude, agreed. So
do you guys have any, Tony, do you guys have any radiation-free beverages here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go radiation-free if possible. Thank you.
I mean, and also, what an eyesore, and like the whole thing just being right there. It's like, I was talking to my buddy Matt Diamond yesterday, and we were saying, like, it just can't be good.
No, it's not good. And let me throw something else at you. This is from I'll bring this idea to you, the concept, courtesy of the mind of Brian Murphy, my old partner. You know Murph, we all love and know Murph. When Murph and I were working together, he used to tell me about the days when the Niners used to train. Oh God, and I'm forgetting. Tony, where did they used to train in the
Rockland?
Thank you very much. In Rockland. Now, I never got to go to Rockland. Those were my high school and college years, which were on the East Coast. So I never set foot.
Paulie, you would have loved it.
I know. Everybody, and I'm sure I would have. I would have been there with you every freaking summer.
Paulie,
but
drive into Tahoe in the summer, and we're going to stop off and watch some Niner ball on the way to Tahoe. It was the freaking best. Murph
maintained, we used to talk about this a lot. I don't know if we ever did this on the air. We probably did. I know we talked about this off the air because Murph is like us. He's a lifelong Niner fan. And he believes that they are really missing something, and something has been lost over the years. And the fact that as a group, as an organization, they don't pack their bags and go have their summer workouts and practices in a completely different location. Like, they're at Levi's year round. Like, there's no change of scenery. There's no, and from that, I think you're missing the camaraderie of letting a team become a team, like, away from the office. Like, you know,
it truly was a training camp. Like, you were literally like living with your brothers for whatever, a certain amount of time, and all you had meals in the cafeteria and whatever. Like, yeah, you're right, dude. It's a different vibe. It's different.
Well, they just go to the office every day now. Like, there's never a camp or a practice or anything away from Levi's. I don't think that's good psychologically, that they never have a change of scenery. Like, camp is where, like, the brotherhood is formed. Camp is where, like, all those relationships are bonded.
Right.
And the fishing derby that Bill Walsh organized, where they would stock that lake with the catfish, and they would have the big catfish party. They'd catch the fish, then they would cook it up. Like, they're missing that now. And Murphy used to talk about that, and I was like, yeah, man, that's a pretty good point, because there is something psychological about just going to the same office every day without a break, and that's the way it's been at Levi's. Everything is down there.
What was the name? Was it Camp Blood in Friday the 13th?
100% Camp Blood. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Wasn't there a lake there too for the Jason Voorhees?
Lake Crystal Lake. I believe Lake? Nice. Crystal Lake, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just shout out to Voorhees. That's all. Just want to give Voorhees some love here on a Monday.
Yeah. He's out there somewhere with his map. Yeah, Voorhees.
Here's a question too. I don't know about the substation. Does the substation make noise? Does it hum? Does it have like a
just like a exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, very soothing.
My substation knowledge is very limited. So the fact that it is a national, if not international story by the time the Super Bowl comes. Is going to be. And by the way, hey, who's doing the Super Bowl? I forget who's doing the Super Bowl. Is it CBS or whatever network's doing the Super Bowl?
Dude, it's freaking Collinsworth.
That's right. That's right. We were talking about.
If I had my druthers at this point, my favorite pairing at this point in time is probably Joe Buck and Aikman. I really like Aikman in the booth a lot.
I want Burkhart with Aikman. Give me Burkhart with Aikman.
I think Buck has gotten better over the years for me. Like, he's become less annoying to me, and I think he's very self-aware. Like, he knows people were breaking his balls about a dozen years ago, and he kind of remade himself, and I like that. And Troy Aikman, I think, is just rock solid. He's not afraid to call BS like on Patrick Mahomes. Like, hey, I don't agree with that call, and I appreciate that from Troy. Tom Brady has become unbearable. I really do not like him in the booth, Tony. I'm sorry. And again, I liked him on the field. I was a fan of Tom Brady as a player. In the booth, dude, and how can he be in there when he's an owner of the Raiders? I don't understand this. Like, the way the NFL looks the other way, that can't be part. I just don't know how that works. I'm an owner, but I'm calling games. Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but whatever network it is, it's the Collinsworth and Mike Tirico. So I would love it if, you know, they do the panoramic shots of the Bay Area and stuff. Do a panoramic shot of the substation,
dude, like a drone just floating over the substation, like and aerial shots.
If Jake Jolly's working the Super Bowl, he could play EMF. Unbelievable.
How about you? Forget about that. How about we go to U2's first album? He can play the Electric Company. Okay, nice. The Electric Company, nice. Or other. How about Electric Avenue? We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Then we'll take our substation higher. Then we'll take our substation higher. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that might be something good for the soundbite. Just the boy. I might want that for the soundboard.
I rock with Eddie Grant like there's no tomorrow, dude. I got Eddie Grant's back.
By the way, that's Eddie Grant. Eddie Grant and Eddie Pinheiro spell Eddie the same way. Just FYI.
I gotta always.
Tony,
you and I today, right now, in this moment, it's a classic Tony and Paulie moment because we had like this whole script of this show today, and we have so many good things that we're supposed to. We haven't done any of them, like literally nothing.
Well, hold on, let's finish the Supers real quick.
I'm okay with it. I like the direction it's going. It's totally organic. This is where like the conversation's taken us today, and it's not like the things we're talking about aren't relevant, but we are supposed to do hot and sour review. We are supposed to do studs and duds. We are supposed to do Tony's top three. We are supposed to play everybody's favorite fun game, right or wrong. And
which game, Paulie? Which game?
Right or wrong.
Right or wrong.
I'm waiting. I can't wait to unleash that on you, dude. Right. I command this family. Right or wrong. Give me another one.
Right or wrong.
Pacino for life, dude. Pacino for life. God bless him. Yeah.
And just to piss more people off,
Like, let us play the game.
Yeah. How great. You know what? That's the only positive. The only positive of this godforsaken postseason has been no Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, isn't it been nice? You know what I mean? To have a Chief-free playoffs for a change. Okay, Tony, so are we – okay.
Oh, forget it. It's okay. Let's go back to Super. Hold on.
All right, okay. Okay.
Aaron Cask says this whole Super Bowl is an Essie Sophie's choice.
Aaron Cask, perfectly said. I wouldn't change a word of that. Perfectly said. Succinct, to the point, and spot on.
Yes.
It really is an Essie Sophie's choice. Yeah. Yeah.
Great job, Aaron. Seriously. And all the chronics out there appreciate your super as well, buddy. It's a horrible choice. Yesterday was a horrible choice. Rams Seahawks. But I felt
it really was. I had a hard time with that. I had a hard time just getting like emotionally involved with that because I don't, you know what I mean? Like the whole game, I was kind of like uneasy. I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but I didn't enjoy any of the NFC Championship. The whole thing sucked. Both sides, you know.
NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC with some logic here. If the 12s party at Levi's with the Lombardi, it's the Niners' fault for not taking care of their business. So there is that.
See, Tony, and I think that your point about like that the Seahawks, winning a Super Bowl on our own field in our stadium is going to piss the Niners off. I would say this, like in a football sense, without any comedy involved at all. It's kind of depressing. And I'm pretty sure all Niner fans would agree with this. I would be surprised if you guys felt differently. But speak your mind if you do. Is that, Tony, watching that game yesterday, for real, all kidding aside, The Niners are not in that class right now.
No.
They are not. They cannot hang with the Seahawks. They cannot hang with the Rams. And that divisional loss up in Seattle for me was like a real big wake up call. I thought Shanahan would be able to scheme that game to a place where at least we would be able to score touchdowns. I mean, we didn't even get in the end zone, man. And that surprised me. It really did, because we looked so good against Philly. And I know it's a much different team in Seattle, but I still thought, wow, he's showing a lot of cool wrinkles. And only wrinkles he showed were plays that blew up in our faces, like running the option on 4th down. Like, that was a horrible call. It just was. I'm sorry. I love Shanahan, but that was a bad call. But that was another big takeaway for me yesterday, Tony, is the Niners, as currently constructed, and what are you going to get? You're going to get Fred Warner coming off an injury. You're going to get Bosa coming off of his second serious injury, Kittle coming off an injury. And every time you do that, you're diminished a little bit. And the Niners need to add some pieces. They're going to have to. They don't have the speed. They don't have the ferocity of the Seattle Seahawks. And they certainly don't have the offensive firepower that the LA Rams fly. Because even it's good. Think about it in these terms, Steve. Sorry, I've been talking so long. I'm going to give it to you in a sec. Okay. That Seattle's defense, as good as they are, the Rams still put 27 up on them.
Well,
I'm just saying, like, think about that.
Stafford played very well. He played a very good game, and so did Puka. Puka's insane, and Devontae Adams had a good game too. I mean, you tip your cap to both teams, man. That was a battle. That was a freaking battle, and that poor kid Xavier Smith, missing the punt, dropping the punt, like, you just felt
that was ugly, dude. That was like falling down. That whole thing was a mess. Yeah.
But the way we refer to Kyle Williams forever, that guy will be referred to forever in Rams lore. Like, people will always remember Xavier Smith in the wrong way. So I hope he
remember that Jack Hole who fumbled not one but 2 punts, Tony. Not 1, 2 in the NFC Championship in 2011 against the Giants. You say his
Kyle
name.
Williams. Yeah, Kyle
I
Williams.
don't want to speak his name. But you know what? Shanahan, I'm sorry, take 2. Harbaugh trotted him out there again after the first fumble. He goes, no, you're my guy. Go out there and get another one. He did it again. He fumbled again, cost us the game. At least McVay made a change. Yeah, after the fumble, he was like, all right, bro, you're out. And he put his running back out there to field the punts, which I thought was a smart move.
And it's another smart move by McVay is right after that kid Woolen got called for the unsportsmanlike conduct taunting call.
Yeah.
Right after that call,
they threw right at him. They
threw right at him. I'm like, that is such an underrated coaching move right there.
That's gangster. That's gangster coaching. Like, you want to taunt? Now I'm going to throw right at you. And he gave it up. Gave up the touchdown.
Like, they knew his headspace was all jacked up, right? Because of getting the flag thrown on him. And they went right back at him and he got beat. It was like, that is a great play call. You got to tip your cap at that all day long. Stand by, Paulie. A couple more supers. Noemi Catalina checking in one more time. Thank you, Noemi. She says, my thoughts on Super Bowl 60. It's like, whatever. Nice, Noemi. By the way, Noemi's musical assignment coming up Friday. Paulie, she already said what it is on email. I forwarded you the email today. We can get into it maybe on the night flight or something, but it's a very, very cool topic that she wants to get into, and Noemi just being her badass self. So thank you, Noemi.
I can't wait to have Noemi on the show. She's been one of our kind of crown jewels since we launched a year ago, and her vibe is stellar. She's got this exceptional kind of personality. She's obviously a great, talented chef, and the hot sauces she's created and sold, and continue to do that. Noemi, anytime we can help you with that, let's do it Friday. Let's sell some sauce on Friday, man. Let's throw some links up and move some Lady Catalina hot sauce. But anyway, I'm very much looking forward to having her. She's one of our
favorites. And ladycatalina.com, if you're looking for some of that hot sauce, ladycatalina.com. Stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
A little more business at hand. We talked about sponsoring the musical assignment. Lily Merchant is the one who sponsored this week's musical assignment, and she gifted it to one of the broads of PMP. Thank you, Lily. And by the way, self-proclaimed broads of PMP. I just want to get that out there so nobody thinks I'm being,
I know. Yeah. It's like supposed to be like, but I got you. Thank you for that.
Totally. And then I just want to remind people that if you are interested in sponsoring the musical assignment or any one of our bookmarks, as they say, any one of our segments, you can go to the links portion of our YouTube page right below the bio on our YouTube page, Polymax Particles, and you can click on the merch page, and there's a place to sign up for any of those segments to sponsor. We'd love to get you involved in the show. Friday will be great with Noemi. Everybody that's sponsored musical assignment so far has been fantastic, so looking forward to that. Escobar Cheeks, the third of Super, he says, funniest part, neither team is practicing at the Niners facility. Why? the substation. One will be at San Jose State, the other at Stanford. Hashtag come to Jesus meeting Tony.
Keep it coming, Escobar. We got 2 weeks of this kid. We got to set him straight. It's almost going to be like in Clockwork Orange, where they had to strap that guy to the chair. They had to like pry his eyelids open and make Tony watch the truth about this Seattle thing that he's so fond of. He's swept up in Seahawk mania. It makes no sense to me. And I'm not happy either. Escobar, just take my word. Before the show started, I was yelling insults at Tony, yelling. And I said, I told him, I go, listen, I'm not going to do this on the show, although I might have to at some point. It's going to come. It's going to the rage is going to explode out of me like a volcano. But I'm trying not to. But if you guys want to go get Tony, go ahead. He's the Arkansas Dave. Tony is now what we'll call the 13th man. Outstanding, dude. Arkansas Dave, outstanding. Tony's our 13th man, by the way, if you we're wondering.
By the way, only because you mentioned it, Paulie, and it is the most disturbing part of the movie for me. Absolutely.
What, Clockwork Orange? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, you're going to show me this guy with the freaking, Jesus. Yeah. That's what we're going to make you do. We're going to make you watch Bill Walsh highlights. You know what I mean? Remember that you're a Niner fan. That's Tony. That's going to be Tony on Friday. We're going to strap him down. Me and Escobar pry his freaking eyelids open. Make him watch some Niner highlights. Yeah.
I'm NFC West. I'm going Holmgren. I'm going Carroll. I'm going McDonald. I'm going Darnold.
Holmgren. What are you talking about? Carroll Holmgren.
What? Born in the Bay Area. Former Niner coach.
Where is he? Coach. Where is he?
He's living well somewhere.
Yeah, but what does he have to do with this game? I don't know what you're talking about. Holmgren.
That's why I don't.
You just said we can't talk about Belichick and Brady because that's the past, but now you're coming over the top with Holmgren and Carroll. Like, what? Do you want to tell me
the reasons why I don't hate the Seahawks as much as I hate the Cowboys or the Packers or the Rams?
Hey, Tony, let's do it for Jim Zorn. Okay, buddy?
Fine. Let's do it for Steve Largent. Done. Let's do it for Brian Bosworth. Let's do it for the Boz. Let's do it for Marshawn Lynch. Let's go. Come on.
I almost just dropped an F-bomb right there. Let's do it for Boz, dude. Let's do it for Boz. Okay.
Richard Sherman. He's Richard Sherman. Stand by. We got a few more seconds. Here we go.
Miriam's ready. She's going to buy you a 13 jersey. Let's make that happen, Miriam. Me and you. I'm in on that too. We just get him a home Seahawk jersey, number 13 on the back with Tony on the back. Not his last name, just Tony, Seahawk fan. Yeah.
How about that? The linebacker for the Patriots, the Seahawks, 13 Jones. I think it's the fourth. Jones
I know he's great. Don't you love him, Tony? Yeah. Oh, I love him. I know he's awesome. Probably the jersey we should get you, right? Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm just pro Darnold, man. I'd love to see him get a ring. And would Darnold be the first ginger to win the Super Bowl? Another item discussed yesterday while watching the game.
Now that's more like the Tony I know and love right there. Let's talk about redheaded quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. Now you're talking.
How about the fact that Darnold's getting to the Super Bowl before Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen?
I know you. That's awesome, dude. It's so awesome, and I'm so glad the Seahawks are there, dude. Go Hawks, right, Tony? Fly Seahawks, fly, man. Yeah, dude. And for Jim Zorn, for all fly Seahawks, fly Seahawks, fly. I'm making up my own songs now. Tony, can we do a stellar design spot for?
Not yet. No, we can't. Not yet.
He says not yet.
Robot Centaur is a super, and Fareed says, "Is it a coincidence that the Chiefs are out of the playoffs and the Muppet Show is coming back to TV?"
Hey, Tony, just for old time's sake, thank you, Robot. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, for old time's sake, and if you don't have it, don't even worry about it, but do you have access to the Kermit, like the frog in the Chiefs jersey? Do you have access to that? Throw it up if you do. It's been a while.
Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it, bruh. I'm sorry, I got to sift through all my Seahawks pictures.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, totally, dude. I got to sift through my Seahawks highlight packages I watch. Yeah. I have to sift through my Seahawks stuff. Hang on. Yeah. That's pretty good, dude. Hang on one second. I got all my Seahawks stuff out. Give me a second. Yeah.
Oh, where'd that go, man? I got refs. I can't find it right now. That's too bad.
That's okay. We're all good in the hood, man. Don't even worry about it. That's fine.
Oh, no. Here we go. Sorry. I forgot what it was saved under. There we go. Hey, this is for you, Fareed. This is for you, Robot Centaur.
Bro.
Let me get rid of this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that guy, dude, with a little, that's right. At least we didn't have to deal with his ass. Thank God, man.
Well, hang on. Let's why don't we go hear from the man directly?
Like, let us play the game.
There we go.
It's been so wonderful not hearing that voice. Tony, stellar design. One of our great
Not yet, Paul.
Wow. Dom, I'm trying. You won't let me talk about your company. I'm trying. I don't know.
Patty from Napa. She's a super. And she says, can't
stay, probably a typo. I think she's
can't stay. Yeah, you're right, Paulie. Can't stay, but watching the game sucked.
I agree, Patty. It really did. It really sucked. And I was kind of hungover yesterday on top of everything else because I was up at my buddy BC's house on Saturday. We went deep into the night. And shout out Wendy and BC, two of the greats of all time.
Yes.
And now I was driving home yesterday and I was a little beat up. And then I got home and I enjoyed the first game with the snow and everything. I'm like, this is fun. And by the way, shout out to Vrabel again for having the sense and making the good decision of having the Pats in all white. Brilliant move. It really was. That turned out to be a brilliant move. They were blending in to the snow in the second half. It was hard. It was hard to see the personnel on the field. But anyway, I enjoyed that old time snowy football. And then here we go. Now we're going up to Seattle, and I was getting sick during the game. I was like, "Am I hungover, or is it the game that's making me sick?" Or it's a combination.
Great football game, though. It was
a good game. It was a good game. It was a good game.
I mean, great play calling, really good tackling. Although, well, we'll get to this in a second.
And it seemed like both teams had an answer every time. Like if the Rams did something, Seattle answered. If Seattle did something, the Rams answered. It was a great back and forth contest. It was
because the Seahawks are my team. I had a real problem with that call on Woolen and the unsportsmanlike conduct. But we can get into that.
Of course you did, Tony. Let's taunt the opponents. It's a smart decision when you're getting off the field on a third down or fourth down. Let's go yell at the coaches and players, and then and then set my team back with a 15-yard penalty and a fresh set of downs. Great. I love your guys, Tony.
Here's why I don't like the call, Paulie.
All class all the time. Right.
Here's why I don't. This is why I don't like the call.
Like Bill Walsh taught his guys. Hey, Ronnie Lott, after you make the play, run over there and taunt Mike Ditka. Make sure you do that. Just like Bill Walsh.
First of all, the play was made on the Rams sideline.
I can't help it. Now I'm getting pissed, you guys. Help me out. Help me out.
I'm just saying.
Tony's now endorsing bad sportsmanship. Do you teach Dom, your son, to do that? Hey, Dom, after you strike the batter out, go taunt the other dugout. Make sure you do that because that's what I like. That's what you're saying. That's the kind of athletics you like.
Whenever you're done, let me retort. Tell me when you're done.
No, you enjoy taunting. I know. It's great.
I don't enjoy taunting at all. But when the refs are letting them play all game long and letting them jaw at each other all game long, they separated multiple jawing fests where the refs didn't throw flags. They just separated players. And then the ref, I watched this play like 10 times last night. The ref, because there was a theory that the ref, that Woolen must have said something to set people off. And like that was the straw that broke the camel's back and got the flag. The ref was not next to Woolen when he threw the flag. So I'm just saying the tone was set at the beginning of the game. They weren't calling PI. There was a ton of PI they could have called. They weren't calling people for unsportsmanlike conduct. There was jawing. People were in each other's faces. There was fights. They didn't throw any flags. But then on the 3rd and 12, when the Rams don't convert, and all of a sudden late, far after the
you're complaining about a call, even though your team won the game. It's not like that call prevented them from winning the game. You're so much of a Hawks guy now that you not only win the game, you're complaining about calls that had no bearing on the outcome. It had no bearing.
The refs played too much of a role in that part of the game.
You guys got to help me.
We've lost. They played too big of a role in that part of the game.
Tony, let me return the slap. Can I get you a slap now?
Yeah.
Give me a Henderson slap for you. Here it comes, backhand. Thank you so much. You really needed that one badly.
All right, here we go. 2 more supers and we'll move on. Here we go.
It's like an hour into the show, dude. We haven't even done anything what we're supposed to do today. Yeah.
It's all good. Corinne, what's up, Corinne? By the way, Corinne Sartorio, another good Paisan. Let's go, Paulie. The poll is 81% Patriots, 19. Hey, the 19%. Let's go. 19% for the Seahawks.
You're gonna take issue with our patron saint of all good things, Corinne out of Fairfax, dude. You're gonna turn your back on Corinne. Me is bad enough, but now you're turning your back on Corinne, who's our patron saint of all good things. And Creative Tony's like, nah, I'm not rolling with Corinne on this one. I got to roll with my guy Boz. You know what I mean?
Corinne, Corinne knows I have nothing but love for her, especially when she travels with Road Manhattans. Okay,
it's too late for that now. You've had your last Corinne Manhattan. That won't happen again. I can assure you. She won't be giving any Seahawk fans Manhattans, right, Corinne?
If we saw Patriots fans at Levi's at least once a year, they would be far worse than the Seahawks fans. far worse, dude. The Patriots fans are like the AFC version of Eagles fans, dude. Like, I got nothing. No time for anything Patriots. I don't want Kraft. I don't want Brady. I don't want Vrabel. I don't want Drake May.
You don't want his massage therapist. You know what I mean? You don't want the
massage therapist.
Yeah.
I just don't. No, not a 7th Super Bowl win for the Patriots. No. And by the way,
you're disregarding Corinne's comment. She's saying the Seahawks fans are the worst. She's saying the Hawks. She's telling you. She was like, I was at the game. The Seahawks fans were the worst. And you're saying, no, they're the best.
I'm not saying they're the best at all. I'm saying if the Patriots came to Levi's once a year.
Your people, Tony, the 12s, your group, your whole crew.
My guys. It's just anti-Patriots. If the Broncos won, that we wouldn't be having this conversation. We'd all be Broncos Nation. Let's ride.
100%. Oh, me and Sean Payton. I would have Sean Payton in the sidecar, dude. I'm riding my Harley down. I don't own a Harley, but that's my fantasy. He's in the sidecar. I got the hog going. You know what I mean? Dude, I really was, all kidding aside, like I was really rooting for Greenlaw yesterday. He was out there he made a couple of nice plays, actually, Greenlaw, and I would have loved to have seen him.
Hufanga made some really good plays, too.
I know. And so did DJ Jones, dude. It's like the 49ers of the AFC West. And I'm like, oh, it's a good thing we don't want DJ Jones. Get him out of here. Get rid of DeForest Buckner. Get rid of DJ Jones. Make sure, whatever you do, don't keep Dre Greenlaw. What's he ever done? You know what I mean? I didn't like that at all. I didn't like losing Greenlaw. I didn't. I knew he had something left.
He was flying around, man. Stand by, Paulie. Miriam's checking in, saying she's chipping in for Tony's 13 jersey.
This is absurd. We've reached the point of the absurd. Okay, let's get back.
Miriam, thank you. Hold on, Paulie. One more. The last one. Escobar Cheeks the third. He's really coming at me. Escobar, I love it.
You deserve it. Escobar, he's the only guy thinking straight today. Me and him.
It's the fact that he walked away, then walked onto the opposing sideline. Tony, you're getting out of hand now.
I know. Escobar, I've been trying to tell him. He won't listen. He's blinded by Seahawk love. He can't see through his, I don't even know what's their color scheme. Silver and what do you call that, blue?
No, it's like, there's got like 10 colors. They have like 10 colors in their uniform.
See, that's another problem with them. Yeah, maybe you can get a Seahawk, a road black or something, Tony, like an all black.
I'm not, don't start putting words in my mouth like I'm a Seahawks fan. I'm anti-Patriots. I'm anti-Robert Kraft.
You should be. The Patriots have nothing. You should be anti-Seahawk. Don't you see that?
Not when it comes to Robert Kraft and the Patriots. No. Sorry. Can't do it.
Guys, I tried. I know you're with me, Miguel. Thank you. I think most of us are. Even now, Humdinger, when you lose Humdinger, bro, you've lost the plot. Humdinger's going, he's now losing his creative title with today's nonsense. You know what? Hey, Humdinger, me and you, okay? We're going to get through this together. Just ignore Tony. Tony's like the drunken uncle now at Thanksgiving dinner. You just got to tolerate him. Let's get through this day, and then we'll all kind of do our thing, and Tony can go home and pass out somewhere in his Seahawk jersey and with the nacho stains all over it, Tony.
What about Ken Norton Jr. and Dwayne Board being former Seahawks coaching staff?
Here he goes again. What about the Kingdom, Tony? What about the Kingdom? Wasn't that a great stadium? We love the Kingdom. Yeah.
What about Ichiro, dude? Come on.
What about Kraken hockey, Tony? You want to talk Kraken real quick?
What about Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh? Big Dumper. Come on. Like,
all things Seattle, right, pal? Yeah, Fresh Fish Market. They got the Space Needle. Space Needle much better than Transamerica Building, obviously. Space Needle way better than the Golden Gate Bridge. Space Needle way better than Mount Tam. Tony, tell us more about your town.
Space Needle's better than anything in downtown Boston. I'll tell you that. Fenway's the only thing that Seattle's got over Boston or over Seattle. And by the way, speaking of buildings, real quick, you talked about the Space Needle. I just want to give 30 seconds of love to Alex Honnold and what he did climbing Taipei 101 it's called. That footage, watching him freely climb that building was it's mind-boggling what he does, dude. Paulie, have you seen Free Solo, the movie Free Solo?
I'll tell you what, even when David Lee Roth was scaling Yosemite, he had the ropes, you know what I mean? Like he had safety nets and stuff. This guy was up there just running around with nothing, you know?
Dude, it's great. There's one video of Alex Honnold. He's hanging from the side of the building by his legs while he's putting his hands in his little pouch of chalk. And I'm like, this is the greatest athletic achievement in the history of the human race.
Tony, I'm disregarding everything you're saying. I'm going back to the comments line. We got people saying Tony's he's investing in Starbucks right now. Tony is also working on getting the Sonics back to Seattle. All things Seattle all the time with Creative Tony. Tony, let's start your own Seattle sports channel. You can do Creative Tony on Seattle sports. You can have your own show on the side, like the Garcia Band. We'll be the Grateful Dead, and then you can have the Jerry Garcia Band on the side where you talk nothing but Seattle sports all day, every day. Dub City, final super, because we got to get some love to our sponsors here. It's getting out of control.
Yeah, I agree. And if this is the final super, we just got to play it one more time, right, Pete? So stand by.
Trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Stevie B is on fire in the chat, by the way. It's good stuff, Stevie B. I see you out there. I see you. Dub City, thank you for the super. He says, this donation is for the fund to fly Tony to Seattle for the Seahawks victory parade.
Oh, Dub City, nice, dude, nice. Yeah, let's not make him too comfortable though. He can fly coach. You know what I mean? We're not putting him.
The rest of us will be here at the substation, soaking in the rain.
Dub City, beautiful. That's a beautiful text right there, or comment. I love that. Well, you checked all the boxes, dude. We'll be here at the substation. You go nuts up there at the fish market. The rest of us are going to keep it real down here and catch some.
We're going to win it all, by the way. So this is a moot point because it's like the Seahawks are going to win. They're not. The Patriots are not going to win that game.
I think you're 100% right about that. And when I don't even know if we're gonna have time to get to this today, but I was going to share some of the Drake Mays postseason numbers, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not.
Remember the number we were talking about before the show?
I'm sorry.
The numbers we were talking about before the show about the Russians.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. But I mean, I can share them. I might at some point, but they're not good. Just know that these are not impressive numbers. Tony, if you can put the Starbucks stock trends down, can we get to a stellar design spot? Is that cool?
Yeah,
is that okay with you? Okay. Hold on. When you get done like pouring more donations into the Jimi Hendrix Museum and the Restoration Fund, I'd like to tell you about stellar. Actually, I would support that. That would be okay.
Yeah. So
I'm okay with that one. All right, Tony, stellar design. We love stellar design. We love Dom Peralta, and Dom does so much for the show. You guys know Dom. You guys love Dom. I want to remind everybody, it's not just about stellar design and the work that Dom does for other clients and stuff. He's made all this great merch. If you guys want the posters, the stickers, the buttons, the T-shirts, he's got all this great merch waiting for you. Tony, tell the audience how they can get to make a purchase of, say, like one of the Dom posters he made for like the Christmas party. Somebody wanted to buy one of those. How would they go ahead and do that?
So you go to YouTube at Polymax Particles, and that's our show page. While you're there, please like and subscribe. We got to feed the algorithm. We got to keep playing that algorithm game. And then while you're there, right below our bio at the top of the page is the links tab. You can click on that, and there's the merch site that you can go on to, and there's merchandise to purchase and a lot of Dom's artwork supporting Dom and Stellar Design and Peralta Arts. If you can check that out. He's got a lot of stuff out there, and he's working on a Bob Weir print right now. He's got the Aussie one. The guy is super talented, man.
He's also working on this really cool post. And by the way, he said that a lot of his posters are still up at Standard Deviant. That's so cool. That's where we had our Christmas party. And Dom didn't want me to say this on the show, but we probably should, because it's almost like the game's only 2 weeks away. But he's actually working on a custom print right now. It's the skyline of Seattle with Tony's face like in the moon, like looking down at his city that he loves so much. So it's like the city, the Space Needle, and then right above the Space Needle is a full moon with Creative Tony like giving a thumbs up to the Emerald City. Tony, you in the Emerald City up in Seattle, the Northwest Corridor, where all your dreams come true.
Emerald City all day over Beantown.
All
day.
It's where all your dreams come true. In any case, back to Stellar Design, the San Francisco Bay Area-based industrial design studio shaping the future of product innovation. Pardon me. Let's get into this real quick, Tony. Big announcement today. Yard Sale opening their first retail shop in Coal Valley. You know what, Tony? We talk a lot about Pacifica. You and I talk about the Philosophers Club. Tony and I like to get into the nooks and crannies of San Francisco, like for real, all around the city. There are little gems in every neighborhood in the city. You know what we don't talk enough about, Tony? We need to start talking more Coal Valley. And I'm dead curious, dude. If I had the bankroll, I'd buy a freaking place in Coal Valley so fast your head would spin. I love Coal Valley.
Well, beautiful. We used to go to Finnegan's Wake, the bar right there in Coal Valley. Great spot
for Finnegan's Wake. I know.
Great spot. I mean,
I'll tell you this right now. S got out of hand at Finnegan's Wake.
Yes.
Out of hand. I mean, and not by my hand or Tony's hand, by some of the guests that joined us at our table. Stuff was getting crazy. Anyway, that's a true story. Coal Valley in San Francisco, and that's the yard sale opening their first retail shop, and was featured in today's San Francisco Standard. Do you have access to that link, Tony? Can you share that?
I do. I have it ready to go, so I'll put it up here right now.
Okay, and I'll continue to tell you why Tony puts the link up for from the SF Standard about the yard sale. Yeah, there it is. Nice.
So this is they have a brick and mortar shops opening in Coal Valley. And they have a picture of the founders here too, McGee and Christina Ashbaugh of Yard Sale right there. And they started out making ski poles, Paulie, but now they've expanded to making all kinds of different ski gear and ski wear. And Dom is, of course, working with them just because Dom does cool stuff, basically. And he's super talented, man. So there you go. So they're featured in San Francisco Standard today.
Awesome. And also, of course, we've told you this before, but always good to reinforce that Stellar Design creates award-winning design with meaningful connections between people, product, and brand. So if you're out there watching the show and you're just an individual and you have this idea that you want to bring to life artistically, talk to Don Peralta. If you're a startup company, if you're a Fortune 500 company, regardless of what kind of organization you're involved with, Dom can go to work for you and make your stuff sing. So talk to Dom about how he can help your next marketing campaign, your next special event, whatever you need his artistic touch on. Visit stellar.design and make design impact. You can talk to Dom directly by just calling him 650-796-3144 or email Dommy at Dominic@stellar.design. Thank you, Don Peralta, for all you do. We freaking love you. We'll see you soon. Tony, do you want to do studs and duds? Like, we don't have to. We can reshape stuff a little bit, but you want to do.
I'm looking at everything that we planned on talking about.
We got all week, dude. I'm not worried. For real. I'm not
talking about Bader, dude. We haven't even talked about Bader coming to the.
We've been too much about your Seattle expeditions. It's been hard, but now is it a problem that Bader didn't come from the Mariners? Are you okay with that?
No, it's not a problem, buddy. I'm happy. I like the signing, and I think put him in center field, put Jung-Hoo in right, and they got some ground to cover. Those guys can cover some ground. That'd be fun, a lot of fun. And he had a great year last year. He batted .277. He had 17 home runs, 11 stolen bags. I think his OPS was, what was it? I wrote it 790. Yeah, 796, the highest of his career. And so I like it. I like it
too. I mean, I like it too. I think he can help. I think he can help. I still feel like, it's trying to slay the freaking almighty powerful dragon that is the LA Dodgers. Like, I really do feel kind of defeated already. I'm going to need your help as we get ready for baseball, because I'm kind of down about the state of the Giants and the state of the Dodgers. And it's like, here we go again. We're going to go through this whole exercise where the Giants are going to be, okay. I mean, they might have a couple of hot streaks. They'll win some games. It's going to be the same old kind of thing. But I don't think anyone can really challenge the Dodgers. I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't see it.
I mean, the beauty of baseball, yes, over the course of 162, usually the better team prevails. But the beauty of baseball is that it's a wacky game, and who knows what's going to happen. Of course, you have Shady Shohei, and who knows what he's going to be up to.
I'm not a Shady Shohei guy. I'm not.
No. So me neither. So it's going to be interesting. But I like the signing. At least they're doing something, Paulie.
Correct. I agree with you, buddy. Yeah.
Right. And he's a good get. I got no problem with the signing. So that's exciting for the Giants, exciting for the Giants fans. And we'll see what happens. But like you said, it is kind of a deflating thing where this just nonsense. That's what's going on in LA. And yes, technically they're not doing anything illegal. I know, but it's just, we got to change. We got to change the rules. Got to get a salary cap. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and you're going to want, as a result of this kind of Dodger era that we're in now, I mean, it's not good for the game. I don't think it is. I don't think it's good for the game that the richest people continue to get richer. But meanwhile, the rest of MLB is just kind of kicking rocks. I mean, it's just not a good place for the state of the game. So I agree with you. I think something has to be done to kind of level the playing field a little bit, because it's a little too planted.
Bader's got wheels. He could lead off if he wanted to and play some small ball. He can swipe some bags. Like, I don't know, maybe small ball and stealing bags and hit and run. Bring the hit and run back or something. I don't know.
think Jung-Hoo should be our leadoff guy. I would just stick him in that one spot and leave him there. Let him like grow into that. Not like, oh, we got a lefty, so you're not playing tonight, or I'm going to do it. Just put him in there, dude. Like Ricky Henderson. I'm not saying he is Ricky. I'm just saying let him get like accustomed to being a leadoff guy. That's what I would do personally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that, Paulie.
Yep.
And I honestly, I would rather put Bader in center and Jung Hoo in right, because Bader, I mean, not to say Jung Hoo doesn't cover a lot of ground, but Bader is a very, very good defensive outfielder, man.
Yeah,
So
no, it's
did we
good.
get-
I'm not going back to your original thought. I like the move too. I think all Giant fans are pretty psyched about it, and it was getting to the point where people are starting to riff on Buster Posey. He's starting to take some arrows now, man. I saw over the weekend Giant fans are like, "Yo, dude, where are you, Buster? Like, where are you, Holmes?" But this is a move that'll kind of quiet things down a little bit. At least he added a piece. I'll take it. It's something, Tony.
I have to wonder what the process is about what he's allowed to do, because he's not an owner. So it's like he's got to get it cleared.
Our owner right now is too busy with his real estate projects and buying the Koran Theater. It would be nice if he had the same passion for the product on the field, but I don't think he does. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't think he does. I don't think he burns for the Giants to become a winning organization. I think he burns to make profit. That's what I think. I think that he enjoys the profit and the dollars, which he will continue to make as a majority owner of the Giants. But I don't think he really cares. And he's kind of proven that. It's not just like some theory of mine. Just look at what's in front of you. Like, he's not at the yard. He's not part of this thing day to day. And he might come out for like a series a year, a couple of games here and there, but he's not like a passionate owner for the product. And that really rubs me the wrong way. And I think a lot of Giant fans agree with that idea. That
they're a real estate company now, Paul.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild, and so it's okay. I don't know.
And I was talking to Brian Connors, my buddy, over the weekend, and he was talking about Peter McGowan and how different it was. Like, McGowan lived and died with the Giants. I mean, he was legit. He was a fan. He grew up with the team. He helped save the team, and that's just not what you have right now with this guy. So it's unfortunate, but that's where it is. All right, Tony, why don't we do this? Can we do studs and duds, and then we got to do a Long Bridge pizza. And then maybe a Tony's top three, and we'll get out today. But we can carry all this stuff into tomorrow. We have all these talking points, and we got 2 weeks before the game, so we got plenty of time. There's no rush here. So how about a quick
let's do studs and duds, and then a quick top three.
Yeah, okay, rock and roll, and then we'll do
show that again. I love that, Dom. That's another Dom Peralta production right there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dom. Studs and duds. We should get some music bed for this.
Tony, do you see, if you could put the image back up again? I got a question for you about the stud helmet, the bicep on the muscular arm of the stud helmet right there. Do you, like, if you were to go shirt free on the Hot and Hunky Men of PMP, the calendar shoot we're going to do, would your bicep resemble that kind of development and build?
Not even close, dude.
And I like to no hesitation. No, not even close. Yeah. Right.
Not even close, bro.
Okay, fair enough.
This day and age, who knows what I'm getting like those kinds of workout in. If I can get a good hike in a few times a week, that's a victory for me. And the foam roller. I got the foam roller, by the way. I brought it in here, and Neil Denardi, I'm in the Long Bridge Pizza studio. And Neil Denardi's like, dude, he's never done a foam roller. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna change your world with the foam roller.
There's speculation now. I'm not going to name names or anything to it. You mentioned a great Neil Denardi, who we're going to give some love to in a couple of minutes here before we go today. But there's speculation in the PMP community. I saw this more than once today in the comment line that Neil Denardi might take the keys away from you now that you've pledged your love to the Seattle Seahawks and the 12s and all things Seattle. Kraken hockey, Mariners ball, all of it. Tony's down with all of it. And so there is a lot of speculation now. Neil is going to de-key you, like to dethrone you. He's going to de-key you. And I don't know how you'll react to that, Tony. Y'all take your response now.
I was going to tell the 12th man to come eat at Long Bridge Pizza when they come to the Bay Area to go to Levi's Stadium for the Super Bowl 16.
Now that I'm cool with, because let's take some money from the 12s. Let's take the 12s money and stick it in Neil's pocket. I'm totally down for that. And the mass holes too. Everybody come on out and eat at Long Bridge. Mass holes, 12s, all of you guys. We want your money and we want to put it in Neil's pocket. And on top of that, kidding aside, we're sending you to the best pizza place in town. Like, you're going to be thanking us, like, for real. You guys, in fact, the mass holes would be, that's how you can placate them. You can calm these guys down with some good pizza and a chicken parm. You stuff their mouths full. They won't have time to riff on Tony's 12s,
And two things, Paulie. First of all, I wonder if there is a massage parlor in the dog patch for Mr. Kraft.
Well, dude, 100%. We'll try to find one. And Dom is pissed. Our art director, Dom, our good friend, he's like, why aren't you guys in the oven? Get in the freaking oven, for God's sake.
Are we doing a Long Bridge spot? We haven't started a Long Bridge spot. I was just talking about telling people to come to Long Bridge. And
fair point. So we could do one now. If you want to get in the oven, I'll get in the oven. I don't care. If you want to, if one more letter from that school comes to that kid's house in the oven, you go, I'll go, let's go in the oven. Screw it. We've set it up. Let's just go in. What are we doing?
Let me get rid of this.
Yeah, let's get in the oven right. We're essentially doing the spot anyway.
Yeah.
And let's get this going now. So I'm going to talk to my friends from Boston. I think a couple of them actually might be coming out. And I actually might bring one of my Masshole friends on the show and just let him go at Tony. Tony, meet Joe Mazzy. He's a Pats fan. You can defend your Seahawks. Go. It'll be like two fighting fish. I'll just sit back and watch you guys do it. Joe Mazzy's the gentleman.
Fair because he's a passionate Patriots fan. I'm not a passionate Seahawks fan. I'm anti.
Let's be honest now. Passion is your middle name when it comes to the 12s. We know that.
No.
Look at a smile on his face. Look how happy Tony is with his 12s. He's so happy like your team's in the Super Bowl, Tony. It's a great day. It's a great day, buddy. It's only the first show, by the way. We got 2 weeks in this, you guys. 2 freaking weeks. Yeah.
No, man. Because I'm not passionate about the Seahawks. I like Sam Darnold. I think Coach Mike McDonald's done a damn good job, and I like the history of Mike Holmgren being involved, Dwayne Board being involved, Ken Norton being involved. Like there are roots to the Bay Area through the Seahawks. Now I'm not a Seahawks fan, but if I have to choose between the Seahawks and the freaking Patriots, I'm surprised at you people that you just so quickly jump on the Patriots bandwagon. I'm very surprised. So it's okay. There's still all love. It's still all love. But
John Joseph, again, this is becoming more and more of a thing. Tony is the 13th man. There's no question, JJ. I've been saying that he is now the 12s better make room because here comes number 13. Your club has expanded by one diehard Bay Area Seahawk fan in our very own creative Tony, who's turned his back on the Niners and he's fully embraced Seahawk ball and Seahawk culture and the culture of the 12s. Okay, Tony.
Pause. First of all, Stevie B is asking for this.
Oh, good for you.
He said he needs to hear the "oh, good for you." And then Scarlet Fire, welcome to the Seahawks bandwagon. She says, "I'm with you, Tony. Boston is the 9th circle of hell, worse than Philly." Yes. Thank you, Scarlet Fire. We'll talk offline.
Hold on. I want to read one more from Humdinger because this is all entwined here. She says, let me make sure I got this right. Longbridge Pizza needs to have a tip jar out for Seattle or the Pats, and that will settle this whole thing. I don't think I get that.
Who's a better tipper? Who's a better tipper?
Thank you for translating. I appreciate it. And I like that, Humdinger. I like where your head's at. Wow, great call. Ooh, yeah, good call. That'll really settle it. We'll have a Pats jar and a Seahawk jar. And whichever one gives more money to Neil at the end of the week is the better fan base. I like that very much.
Also, props to Carlos De La Fuente, actually at Los DLF on Twitter. He actually posted something telling Seahawks fans and Patriots fans to go to Longbridge. So we're going to spread the word the next 2 weeks, try and balance out all the Brady, Belichick, the Patriots are the best franchise in the history of pro sports garbage that we're going to get for the next 2 weeks. So,
you know what's crazy, Tony, too? I feel like, and I'm not just saying this to be like a contrarian or to be objectionable. I really do mean this. I do feel kind of embarrassed that like we could be showcasing San Francisco, like truly one of the greatest cities in the whole world. I mean, it really is. It's regarded as one of the greatest cities on the planet. But like the people that are going to come out here, all they're going to wind up doing is wind up getting aggravated because they're going to come to the city. They're going to get these nice hotel rooms, Union Square, whatever. And by the way, stay at the Handlery while we're there. He's not a sponsor, but he's a friend of ours, John Handlery. Everybody go down to the Handlery, which is a great spot. You're in Union Square. You can go see Dr. Young while you're there if you want to. But my point is, like massholes and Seattle people alike are going to come to town. They're going to get rooms in the city and they'll be like, all right, great. How do we get to the stadium? And that's going to be like, well, you better rent a car or you better freaking hire a driver and then you talk about the 9th circle of hell. Good luck getting from the city down to the Vi on Super Bowl Sunday. Bro, it took me 4 hours once to get to a U2 gig at Santa Cruz. I'm saying the traffic is horrible, and I think the fans are going to be disillusioned to find how far away that it's not even close to being in San Francisco. And I don't know what kind of hotel accommodations they have down there. There's a couple. Maybe you're better off staying in San Jose. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, so like something to consider. That the fans are going to be pissed when they realize how far away it is from the actual city of San Francisco.
But the game itself is down there, but there's a ton of events happening up here in San Francisco, so that's a good thing. So there's a ton of events going on. I know Neil himself is making pizza at like 3 different concerts that are affiliated with the Super Bowl in like that 4th, 5th, and 6th, or the days leading up to the Super Bowl.
Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's doing a gig at Chase Center, as a matter of fact. So maybe grab some Tenardi pie.
Chris Stapleton is playing Bill Graham Civic the night before the Super Bowl. Like, there's a lot of people in town. It's gonna be cool. But the game itself, the people are gonna be pissed the morning of the game. Like, wait, I gotta drive.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, my point, Tony, maybe I didn't say that like as clearly as I should have, but like, for example, when we went to St. Louis to go watch the Giants and the Cardinals, our hotel, we literally could walk from our hotel right to the game. It's a 5-minute walk. Bam, you're there. San Diego's like that. This is nothing like that. This is like anyway, I just wish we could showcase our city more, considering they are the San Francisco 49ers. Because there's only so many visits to Chili's or whatever down there that, what are we going to do down there? Let me show you where they make the computer chips. You know what I mean? Let me show you.
Tell people, go to Original Joe's in San Jose. Like, if you want a good old school restaurant that's been in the Bay Area forever, like, go. When I go to Sharks games, I go to Original Joe's down there before or after the game.
That's a good call. Yeah.
That's kind of, I love that vibe of a restaurant. But I would maybe tell them go to the Iron Gate, right? If you're going to go to Longbridge Pizza, go to the Iron Gate, and then go. Those are like 3 points. You got San Francisco, Longbridge Pizza, Iron Gate, the midpoint between San Francisco and Santa Clara, and then down in San Jose, you got
maybe that's the common ground for Bobby Kraft. We can send Bobby Kraft to a rub down joint in San Jose instead of wasting his time up in the city. I'm sure they rub guys down there too. You know what I mean? Like Bobby, we got Bobby Kraft. We got our own strip malls down here in Santa Clara. So we'll find something for him,
Send Robert Kraft to Harry's Hofbrau in Redwood City, dude. Come on, man.
What, Harry's Hofbrau?
Old school joint. I watched the Niners Colts Monday Night Football game there with a bunch of school dads. It was great. It was freaking great. I hadn't been there in a while. I was like, why am I not here more often?
What else? Yeah.
Well, no, this is we're getting way off the page.
I know we're out of control today, bro. It's like I don't know what we're doing. I'm kind of having fun though. I'm enjoying the show. We're just
Friday night, Paulie. I was thinking about you. I meant to send a video, but I take a video and send it, but I forgot. Friday night at St. James Gate, the bar in San Carlos, we call it the Jimmy. There was an Audio Slave Rage Against the Machine cover band. And this was after I chose Rage Against the Machine.
Renegades of Funk. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Renegades of Funk. And I'm like, and then my buddy Captain Leisure on the show, his name is Captain Leisure, but Charlie Neri, he's like, hey, dude, there's a Rage Against the Machine at Audio Slave. It was called Audio Rage. It was pretty wild, man. But I was thinking about you all night because I was like, Paulie would freaking love this band because they were good enough to, be okay, but like they were just that level.
How was the guy trying to play the Tom Morello stuff? Because that's not an easy assignment.
Actually, he was the best musician on the stage.
You better be. If you're going to try to play Tom Morello stuff, you better be good. Yeah.
Yes, and he nailed a few points. And I'm like, and they only played a few Rage songs. They played actually basically a 90s alt rock, basically. But the Rage songs they played Renegades of Funk. And I was like, dude, this is the particles are flying right now. And a couple of people said that to me. So particles were flying at the St. James Gate on Friday night, Paulie. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, we've got our South Carolina chapter president on the chat right now, Charles Aquisto. What's up, P1 Chuck? He's our South Carolina guy. We got Arkansas Dave. We got Japan on lock and key. We got Jersey, New Garden States in the house. Okay, Tony, but we are here to talk. We're here to talk Longbridge Pizza. And this is what Los D did. I was very touched by, actually, because that's another great example of how like this show, people affiliated with the show, the audience, the sponsors, like we're all in this thing together and we all kind of support each other. And we really have. It's just, I was telling Tom Stack this the other day, like it's not really by design. This thing just organically sprouted up. And now you've got guys like Low Steve, who's one of our sponsors, helping another sponsor in Longbridge by telling all the Seahawk fans and the Boston fans, for real, do come to Longbridge Pizza when you come to town. If you're watching the show from out of town and you're like, what am I going to do in town? Go to Longbridge Pizza. You're not gonna be sorry that you did. In fact, you'll probably call us and say, "Great call, Paulie Mac. Thank you, Creative Tony. You guys were right." You're saying, "Well, what's the address?" So I got all the info for you right here. Grab a pen. 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch neighborhood, or just keep it simple and just remember it's right down the street, literally from Chase Center. So You get to Chase Center in the city, and you just walk a few blocks south on 3rd Street. You will get to Longbridge Pizza, and then you're going to be psyched. Then you're going to be like, wow, I didn't know they were flipping pies like this in San Francisco. I didn't think anything was as good as Creative Tony's favorite spots in Seattle, but Longbridge, yeah. But they do make great pizza and great sandwiches. They have great beers on tap. Tony loves to talk about the beers, and I love to talk about the pizzas because it's top-notch quality pizza, which is something I've dedicated my adult life to, is finding new and great pizza, and this is it. This is the one. I mean, my long search is over. LongbridgePizza.com. If you live in the city, you want to place an order for delivery, please do it on their webpage. They are closed today. To be fair to Neil, even Neil's got to park the pizza wagon at least once a week and throw his feet up, although I know he's not. He's got kids. He's running all over the place. But they are off on Monday. They'll be back at it tomorrow, and you can just get in there and find out why they call it Serious Pizza with the laid-back vibe in the Vibe Tribe. It is a great scene in there. Andre and Steven and Neil and all the entire Longbridge family. They're all great people, and Tony loves those weekend hours. They're open Tuesday through Sunday till 9 p.m. Flat screen TVs all over the place, so you can watch any of the games happening. You want to watch a Warrior game, stuff like that. You want to watch the Giants when they start back up, he'll have you covered there. And last thing about Neil, I want to say, because he's fit in with us like a glove, dude. He's like a Grateful Dead fan who loves pizza and loves Niners and Giants and all San Francisco sports. And he is a real kind of historian about that neighborhood. Like, he told us a lot of cool stuff. I didn't know, for example, there used to be an actual bridge in that, hence the name Longbridge. Like, he has all this cool kind of historical info about that neighborhood. So Longbridge Pizza is waiting for you. Get on down there and find out why we love them so much, because you will too.
The sourdough crust, Paulie, it begins and ends with the sourdough crust. Also, seriously though, if you're coming to San Francisco for any of the Super Bowl events in the Super Bowl week, you should really just make a point to come by Longbridge and have some pie and have a beer. And it's a great spot on 3rd Street. And also, the Warriors are back home Friday night. If you're going to the Warriors game, get to Longbridge before the game. And you can order longbridgepizza.com, or you can hire Neil to do a private party. And you can get in touch with Neil. Email Neil at longbridgepizza.com, and Neil is Neal. If you want to send him an email and inquire about that, Paulie. But it's really, if you are in town for the Super Bowl week, check it out. Go to Longbridge Pizza. You'll have a damn good time, and you will not regret it, man. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow is the Smack Stack Burger. Smack Stack Burgers you can do.
Oh, those are so good. Those are so freaking good.
Yes, and the chopped cheese also is on the menu tomorrow. Chopped cheese Tuesdays only is the Smack Stack and the chopped cheese tomorrow. Wednesday, chicken parm, the drunk chicken or the drunk cluck, which is the chicken parm with a vodka sauce.
Yep.
And then the meatball sandwich or the Vinny's Gabagool. Those are all Wednesdays. Thursdays, Detroit style square pizzas. Every day is the regular pizzas as well. So you cannot lose. Laid back vibe, Serious Pizza, longbridgepizza.com. We freaking love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. Maybe Neil's a Seahawk guy.
Doubtful. He's a San Francisco kid through and through. And by the way, on that note, even Sweet Mad Hatter, who is one of the most gentle, loving, like we had him on as a guest DJ for the music assignment. And by the way, if you would like to, we really encourage you guys to participate. We would love that. That way we can put you on the show. We can talk about your music assignment, and we get to interact with you for a few minutes. And it goes a long way with us. Tony and I love the audience, and we love interacting, and that's the best vehicle for that. Go to paulyspod@gmail.com. Let us know what date you want to be the music assignment sponsor. Make a donation to the show. Come up with a theme or a concept, and boom, you're on the show just like that. And you can reserve one now. Say it's like your birthday in May. I know it's a few months off, but be like, hey, I want to come on in May. Fine. Just tell us now. We'll reserve the day. We will hold it for you. So anytime. But Sweet Mad Hatter, who is such a nice guy, and he's got the leg bong. He's not bothering anybody. You know what I mean? He's just there to watch some sports, have a couple of laughs. Dude, he goes, hey, Tony, when you were doing that Longbridge spot, this Sweet Mad Hatter now, he goes, hey, Tony, I can see you catching fish at the fish market up in Seattle, catching a salmon with those little gloves on and everything. You got Sweet Mad Hatter coming at you now, buddy. You know you've overstepped when you piss off Sweet Mad Hatter.
I love Sweet Mad Hatter. He knows I'm a big fan, but I'm not ready for 2 weeks of Gronk and Edelman and Welker and Brady and Belichick, and I'm not ready.
What about Steve Grogan?
Don't need Grogan ever. I just don't need anything.
You guys remember? Who remembers? Raise your hand if you remember this. All you good 70s kids are going to remember this. Tony, I don't think you'll remember this. You're probably too young, but Steve Grogan, dude, their quarterback in the 70s. Actually, he played in the 80s too. There was a stretch of games, dude, where he was starting under center with a freaking neck brace on, an actual neck brace.
Yep, I remember.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, dude. He's in full pads with a neck brace and balling out. You talk about toughness. That's pretty good. All right, Tony, we're going to do a speed stud and dud. And
stand by. No, I got to take over the show. You've commandeered the show enough today, so I'm going to take it back for a second. Here we go, Paulie. First of all, this is just... You mentioned it, so we got to show it. I mean, there it is right there.
Dude, hell yes, Tony. Nice pull, bro. And by the way, I still love those old unis. I wish they'd bring those back.
Yeah, those are killer unis.
3-point stance. Yeah. I don't like the new blue ones as much as I like those. But look at that guy, dude. Talk about old school tough.
Escobar just texted this in, so I'm going to share this from Escobar. And I'm just, I'm being full disclosure here. This is Escobar. He sent this from Instagram. He says, look at this, the locked arms of Niners and Patriots. Locked arms, dude. So there you go. That's from Escobar. Escobar, thanks for sending that in. And then Paulie, this is from Pine Needle. He emailed this in a few minutes ago. And this is, I had no idea the show was going in this direction today. I just thought I'd root for Sam Darnold. And Pine Needle said,
listen. Nice. Dude, and Tony, thanks for being a good sport about this. But I know you're the big Seahawk fan. I don't want to upset you in your moment of glory, but that is pretty awesome. And hey, Dom, I'm talking to you now, buddy. You know what to do. Tony at the fish market, Tony waving the 12 flag. Dude, Tony waving the flag or raising the flag as the 12 up at Seattle. Dom, go nuts. We got 2 weeks for this. So Tony as a Seahawk fan in a variety of situations, and we can show them throughout the week. And thank you in advance, Dom. If you got time for that, we'd love to see him. And that's awesome. And that's Pine Needle who sent that in?
That's Pine Needle. Yeah, Pine Needle. Thank you, brother. That's really funny, man. It's really
Pine
funny.
Needle,
I'm still going Seahawks, man, because I do not want to see Robert. I don't.
I want to see the Seahawks. I want to see the Seahawks win a Super Bowl on our field. That sounds so appetizing.
I want to see the Patriots win a Super Bowl on our field, on the Niners field. Come on, man. No,
I can't help you guys. I tried. I can't help you. I tried to. We got 2 weeks in it now. All right, Tony. Studs and duds, and let's let everybody get the hell out of here and have lunch. We got 2 weeks to kick Tony's Seattle thing around. So studs and duds. Let's keep it serious. Then we can wrap today because I actually had a lot of fun doing this show, but a funny thing is, look at this. Look at the notes. See all these notes? 100 pages of notes. Did none of it. None of it. Okay. I will say this. Hey, actually, no. In our own defense, we did hit the Giants trade or the move. We did hit. We got Harrison Bader out there. We got a little bit of Warriors talk. We got a lot of football talk. And
we talked to Alex Honnold. We talked about climbing Taipei 101.
Dude, at one point we were talking about the Kingdom. You know what I mean? Like we were talking Kingdom today. But anyway, studs and duds, Tony, I think I want you to go first today and let me know what jumped out at you from the stud area of the football universe. And then I'll follow up with my own. But you go first.
Well, I apologize, but my stud is the 12th man. It was so loud in Seattle that they're.
I hope you're kidding. Tell me you're kidding right now. Are you kidding? I don't even know if you're
kidding. I'm
okay,
totally
thank
kidding,
God.
yeah.
That would have been. I might have slapped myself off the show for good. This would have been Creative Tony's particles going forward. I'd refuse to work with this man. Yeah, I want to start with the 12s. That's my first stud. I thought you were serious. That's bad.
You know what was cool though? You know what was cool? I got to give the Rams credit. They had the system where they showed it on the game too, where it was so loud in there that they couldn't do a snap count. So they had everybody watching the snap, watching the ball, and Stafford was punching the center on his hamstring, and that was the signal to snap the ball. And I was like, that's really smart. I had never seen teams do that before. I know they've probably been doing it forever, but I've never seen that before. So that was really cool.
You want to hear something else cool like that? Brent Jones told me this the night we watched the Rams game with him this year. We were talking about crowd noise and getting the snap off in those kind of circumstances. And I was like, so being a tight end, I was like, how would you make sure you didn't jump off sides when the crowd is deafening and you can't hear the snap count? I was like, would you watch the guys on the other side of the line? As soon as you see a flinch, you go? And he goes, no. He goes, what we were taught by Bill was just watch the ball.
Yep.
Do not do anything until you see the ball moved and snapped. Then you go. So that's how Brent Jones dealt with that. Okay. So anyway, what is your first stud aside from the 12s? That's a given. That's a given.
This is no surprise. The first ginger to go to a Super Bowl, dude. 25 of 36, 346 yards, 3 TDs, no picks, dude. The guy, we talked about his like the propensity to turn the ball over. No picks, no turnovers for Sam Darnold. He played maybe the best game he's played all season this past yesterday. So I got to tip my cap to Sam Darnold, and he is my stud. Of Sunday. And he's going to the Super Bowl before Josh Allen. He's going before Lamar Jackson. I mean, we got to tip our caps. The guy played a great football game, and I'm happy for him. So Sam Darnold going to the big dance, going to the Vi for some Super Bowl football. So he had 20 turnovers in the regular season, right? Okay. He's the first quarterback since Eli Manning in 2007 to make the Super Bowl in the same season that he led the NFL in giveaways. How about that? So he's human. Nobody's perfect, Paulie. So Sam Darnold's my stud. Take it away.
I'm only human, of flesh and blood, a man. Who sang that 80s forgettable tune there? I'm only human. Who was that?
I think the Human League.
That sounds right. That sounds right. Might as well be the Human League. And shout out to George Costanza's favorite charity, the Human Fund. Okay.
Yeah.
Fund. All right, Creative Tony. My first stud of this championship weekend, or my only stud, is going to be the head coach of the New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel. Even though, for real, kidding aside, I know you don't like the Pats, but I can't imagine you got a problem with Vrabel. Like, what a great job he's done. You know, you got to give it up for Mike Vrabel. No,
totally, dude. They were 3-14 last year.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And think about it. Like, I was thinking about two things actually. You just talked about Sam Darnold, and I was thinking about, like, imagine being a Jets fan. You're like, dude, we chew up talented players and coaches, and we spit them right out, and then they go on to coach and quarterback teams into the Super Bowl. So, again, the Jets not being able to cultivate what they had, it's a great story, the Sam Darnold thing. And I feel the same way about Mike Vrabel, because Vrabel, dude, he had some real nice years in Tennessee, and then he had a couple of rough years, and they kick him out of there. He goes to New England, and in one season, he's got these guys in the Super Bowl. That's damn impressive. And he seems to be like a players kind of guy. Like, he's really in tune with his players. You can see the locker room is totally united, and getting everybody to buy into one thing and one system. Like, it's harder than it sounds. Tony, ask Brandon Ayuk, for example. You know what I mean? For real. Like, Shanahan had a hard time keeping all his guys on the same page. There's people were pouting, and this guy's pissed, and this guy's unhappy. You didn't see any of that in New England. And, you know, not only the fact that he's been able to keep this as a cohesive group, he's done a great job coaching. He makes smart decisions. And real quick, before I hand it back to you for your dud, you were talking about Sam Darnold's, stats and his turnovers, lack thereof, that he's been really good with the ball. Bro, Vrabel, when he looks out there at his starting quarterback, you want some turnover numbers? Check this out. Here's Drake May in the 3 games played in this postseason. I'm not exaggerating. Let me count these up real quick. So, holy smokes. In 3 games, Drake May has 7 fumbles.
Yeah.
7, Tony. 7, Jerry. 7. And seven, Jerry. And then on top of that, he's thrown 4 picks. So, scratch that. I'm sorry. He's thrown 2 picks. My bad. He's thrown 2 picks, 7 fumbles. Okay.
I'll tell you what, though, Paulie, his legs won the game yesterday.
Yeah.
I think he was 10 of 21 yesterday.
I mean, he was 10 of 21, Tony, for 86 yards.
Yeah. I think he's the first quarterback ever to go to the Super Bowl, to go to the Super Bowl with a championship game of less than 100 yards passing. I think
it's funny too. I mean, those conditions. I mean, both quarterbacks were having a hard time yesterday. Poor Stidham too. That poor bastard. 10 of 21 yesterday, 86 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, but he did have another fumble yesterday. Yeah, his numbers have not been great in the postseason, but like Tony said, he's a game manager. He uses his legs. He generally makes good decisions, although he is prone to cough it up. And that Seattle defense is going to give him fits, man. He's going to have a hard time against them, I think. But we got time to talk about that. So, Mike Vrabel, my first stud of the day, and Tony, a couple of duds, and then we can Then we can break the huddle here.
Yeah. And by the way, just a couple things. Brady played 48 postseason games.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Drake May has only played 3.
Yeah.
And Drake May already has more rushing yards than Tom Brady did in all 48 of those playoff games. I think Drake May has 141 yards rushing. And that play call, the rollout play call to basically seal the game against the Broncos yesterday, was a great play call.
I want to take this opportunity real quick to just say that's what you just said about Tom Brady is the exact reason, one of the reasons that I still maintain Joe Montana was the best quarterback of all time, or certainly that I've ever seen, because Joe would tuck it in and run.
Yep.
He was crazy. He didn't give a damn. He's like, I know I'm undersized, but I'm going to tuck this rock in, and I'm going right into the teeth of the Giant defense. Go back and look at Joe Montana's rushing numbers. You will be surprised. He rushed for a lot of touchdowns. He gained a lot of yards on the ground. And then last thing, Tom Brady could not do any of those things. No. And Joe was the best I've ever seen at taking a snap and then rolling to his right and throwing dimes on the run, like on the move. He'd be rolling to his right and just throwing downfield. Tom Brady could never do that. He was a stationary pocket passer. So my contention is that Brady was awesome, but he was very kind of one or two dimensional, whereas Joe Montana was like multi-dimensional. He could do a lot of things out there that Brady couldn't. Sorry, just throwing that.
Also, Joe's not going under the knife after his playing days and getting nipped and tucked all over the face, by the way. So
hell's no, bro. He's like, you know what? Me and Jennifer are going to be hanging out in the marina and we're going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm going to age like a normal human being. Great call, Tony. I'm done with Brady's face. I'm done with the robot, the cyborg thing, all of it. I don't even know if he's human anymore.
Yeah, but because you're a Patriots guy, you're going to get a ton of Brady the next 2 weeks, man. So roll up the sleeves, Paula. You're going to get a ton. You and your Patriots Nation. You are just going to, a big hug for you and Patriots Nation. But I do want to say the cool thing about Mike Vrabel, I heard this yesterday. If they were to win the Super Bowl, he'll be the first player. He'll be the first person to ever play. Get a Super Bowl ring as a player and get a Super Bowl ring as a coach for the same team.
Ooh, that is pretty badass. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Cool stuff, so.
One last thing, Tony. I'm sorry. I apologize. And then we're going to get your dud, my dud, and then we're out of here.
Well, hold on. For your apology.
100%. Although you're going to be glad I did this. I'm apologizing because I should have done this at the beginning of the show. I forgot to mention, I know we're all in on this one together, but thoughts, prayers, and respects go out to the late John Brody, one of the great 49ers.
About that. Sorry, Corinne. Let me give Corinne super. She did that super a little while ago.
See, there we go. Yeah, thank you, Corinne. She knows. And even your uncle, like Paul Tonelli, like he grew up as a John Brody kid. I was just after Brody. Like I'm too young to really remember his playing days. I know who he is. And I know about his career, and he was a star. He was a superstar quarterback for the Niners. Keys, stadium days, earliest days of Candlestick. And then I kind of came in after that. And then Tony came in after that too. So, but John Brody, rest in peace. A Niner great. And all of us at the PMP show and community, we send our love out to the Brody family and our condolences. That's all. I wanted to get that out there, Tony. Sorry.
Dude, he got a good 90-year run. That's pretty solid, man. And a Niner legend. Niner freaking legend. John Brody, rest in peace. Thank you, Corinne, for that super. I saw it pop up, and I've been meaning to get to it, so I apologize that I didn't get to it sooner, but thank you for that.
Yeah.
Paulie, thanks for bringing that to the show. So duds real quick, okay? Duds.
Yeah, go for it. Yep.
I got to call out Sean McVay as my dud.
Yeah.
Because fourth quarter, their second to last possession, they go on a beautiful drive, 14-play drive. The last 3 plays of the drive, it wasn't first and goal. They could have gotten a first down on the 2-yard line. It was 2nd and 4, then 3rd and 4, then 4th and 4. He's going for touchdowns on those plays. It's like, just get the first down. I'm like, that was just a coach. People want to complain about Kyle Shanahan all the time. It goes to show you right there. Sean McVay is regarded as one of the best coaches in the NFL, and he completely gaffed that, which ended up being their last meaningful possession. Basically, he totally messed it up. He could have just gotten the first down and then maybe had 4 plays to go 2 yards. If you just get the first down, he's throwing the ball into the end zone. It's like, dude, just get the first down. So as much as you want to complain about Shanahan, great coaches make mistakes. Sean McVay, big mistake in that second to last possession. He's my dud for the weekend, Paulie.
I love this because, and that's a good one. It's funny. I did the exact same thing, and this was not planned at all. But my dud is the Denver Bronco head coach, Sean Payton, because I think you can actually directly link that loss ultimately to Sean Payton's decision, the specific decision in the second quarter. I think it was in the second quarter when it was a 4th down situation on the 14 effing yard line. And it's, listen, if I was Sean Payton, honestly, and I felt this watching the game, I would have been thrilled with the fact that Stidham made those 2 plays on that one drive. He had the big pass downfield. He threw the touchdown pass. Okay, great. We're up 7-0. This is unbelievable. I think it couldn't be going any better if you're Sean Payton than the Denver Broncos. The crowd is going nuts. You got a 7-point lead. You're deep in Patriot territory on the 14-yard line. It's an AFC effing championship. I'm taking points right there, man. I'm not messing around. I'm making this a 2-score game. I'm going to say, fine. Hey, Vrabel, deal with this, man, because now I'm up 2 scores. How are you going to deal with that? Knowing that the weather is going to turn in the second half. They knew that. Of course, that's why they had the white unis on. The Patriots did. So my thing is they shouldn't have gone for it on 4th. They did not convert. They wound up getting no points from that, and they wound up losing the game. Guess what? 10-7. That was their only points of the game. So my thing was, again, knowing that you're playing with house money, that Stidham got you into the end zone at all, because for the rest of the game he couldn't do anything. And I'm not cracking him. He was in a really tough spot. But if I just think Sean Payton, he's got to know better right there. You got to take those points, man. And I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself all winter long in the offseason. Like, no, he knows. You should have taken those points. He was feeling all ballsy and like Stidham got us downfield. Dude, don't press it. Don't press it. If you got a guarantee, and you're not missing a field goal, I don't think, from the 14. So I would have taken that. So I got to throw Sean Payton out there as my dud. I just thought that was a really bad call that essentially wound up costing them the game and a trip to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Paulie, 2 things.
Utah, give me 2.
Yep.
2 things, dude. Yes, it's interesting. I find it interesting that these newer coaches, not rookie coaches,
they love going for it on 4th. Everybody goes for it on 4th now.
But also, they weren't the coaches that gaffed last weekend. It was the 2 veteran coaches that gaffed in Peyton and McVay, right?
Yeah.
You got Vrabel and McDonald.
It's a good call.
Coaching the other coaches. It's very interesting. That's why the chess match on Super Bowl Sunday is going to be fun to watch. And also, I had one other point about McDonald. I can't remember. Shoot. Oh, well. It was something about the Super Bowl and about our duds. Shoot. I can't remember. Oh, Dom Peralta said that Sean Payton has a very punchable face. 100%, Dom.
Yeah.
If the Broncos would have won, it would have been a very conflicted route for the Broncos because of Sean Payton. I've never been a Sean Payton guy.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah. I know you guys. It's like I would feel I'd be right there with you. But again, my encounter with him was super positive. Like when he came on our show, he was a really good guy and he was really cool. He loves the Bay Area. I'm like, this is the same guy. You're the Saints guy. No, Bounty Gate, is that you? And he was like, yeah, he was. So anyway, I enjoyed my experience with Sean Payton. So that softened my whole thing. But I feel you, dude. If I hadn't had that one good encounter with him, I would probably want to kick his ass too. Yeah.
Hey, Paulie, how about a new tradition for the duds of each week? Each dud gets a slap.
Another and another.
That's for Sean Payton, and this one's for Sean McVay.
Can I add a third for you for being a Seahawk fan this time of year? Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Hey, yeah, that's all. That's the beginning. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Dom, go nuts. Go nuts, Dom. Put Tony. I want Tony like driving the freaking the ferry in the harbor or the sound or whatever the hell they call their water bodies of water up there. Tony knows. Tony knows the city like the back of his hand. Yeah, Tony likes to go down to what's the name of that club, man? That big one that Pearl Jam used to play, the famous club. We saw it when we were up there. Remember?
On Broadway?
Oh, I know. I got it myself.
The Stone?
No, that's here. We're the Stone. I'm talking about the what is the Showbox, Tony? The Showbox.
The Showbox in Seattle. You're talking about Seattle. Sorry, I thought
you're your town. I'm talking about your town. Yeah, and some of the places.
Definitely my town. I'm moving there. If the Seahawks win, I'll move there. I'll do the show remotely from Seattle.
You should go from the parade. You got to have a float on the parade. Hey, coming at you live, Paulie Mack. I'm in the parade right now. Me and the 12th. Woohoo! That's Tony like rolling down Main Street in Seattle. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is great. We're throwing fish and we got the Space Needle. Here comes Ann and Nancy Wilson. They're going to join us in a second.
Because I don't want the Patriots to win a 7th Super Bowl and Robert Kraft just like the scum of scum owners, dude. Robert Kraft, like wanting him to hoist another trophy. No, thank you. Cannot do it.
He's
Cannot
trying to justify it, guys. You see what's going on here. He's trying to justify his biggest mistake of his adult life, and I'm not going to tolerate it. All right, Tony, I want to say thank you. We had a great show today. Thank you, Little J, Stevie B, Tommy Peralta, Patrick Patton, Rags in the Snow. Dig your ass out of there, buddy. I hope you're doing okay in Jersey. I know I saw Rags say earlier today we got a foot of snow and then some sleet on top of it, just for good measure. Give me some sleet too. Rags, you just stay home and watch ball and get the Goha, bro. Go downstairs with the Goha and pass the time. Also, Miguel, Big Al, in Chico. I got Little J. All of you guys, man. Thanks for joining us today. Low Steve, be cool. Don't forget, we think we're going to have Paul Tonelli for a Tonelli Tuesday tomorrow. We're going to have Dan from NorCal Sports join us on Wednesday. He's going to be our newest partner, and I want to introduce him to all. I know a lot of you watch his show already, but it'll be a nice way to kind of break bread and introduce him. And then Scott Osler on Thursday. And 2 more weeks of Creative Tony and all things Seattle Seahawks coverage round the clock. And Tony, that's all I got today. But no, fun show today. Thanks for everything. And let's go eat some lunch, buddy.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, please. If you're watching the show on YouTube, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Let us feed that algorithm. We got to play the game with the algorithm. So thank you for your support. Also, Greg is the final Super Paulie. He did this a while ago, but I got to give him love. He says, I'm happy for Tony the 13th. He's going to take the Seahawks down, or maybe that should be Murph, ? Nice. Stinking badges on fire, as usual. And lastly, if you're thinking about betting on the game, 4.5 points. Seattle's favored by 4.5 points, but the underdogs have covered 5 straight Super Bowls, and the underdogs have won the last 3 Super Bowls.
Okay, that's good. It is. That's good food for thought. Thank you.
Yeah. So stand by, Paulie.
All right.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
All right, y'all. Fun show today. Great to be back in business. Everybody, I hope you enjoy your Monday. Go Dubs. It's going to be weird. First Monday in a long time with no football. We got no football games now. We got to wait 2 weeks for the Super Bowl. But we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do all the things we were supposed to do today tomorrow. And you guys enjoy your Monday, and go Dubs. And we'll see you tomorrow at high noon, everybody. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all.